right, so take two. Hello and welcome to tonight's episode of Saves vs. Death. This is our Shades of Scarlet campaign set in Cyberpunk Red, and this particular campaign airs every Saturday at 10 p.m. Eastern Time on twitch.tv/Saves vs. Death. I am Blank, Game Master, Referee, and Powerful Sith Lord. And with me today is Jess as Moxie11, the Twi'lek Dancer. Hades as Deep Scoundrel Smuggler, not to be confused with a nerf herder. Games as Wraith, the Lowly Droid. I don't like that.
The Lowly Droid's the most important character.
Sure.
It's saying lowly before it, I think, is the problem.
Oh, it says yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Let's just be the droid.
Just
Badass
the droid.
R2-D2 is the most important thing that happens in the first movie.
And he's not lowly.
Exactly.
Yeah, he's actually,
badass droid.
He kind of gets hand-me-downed a lot. Anyway, Ada as Checkers as the Force Witch of Dathomir.
If you like what we do and would like to see us get better at it, there are a lot of ways that you can help support us. One of those ways is to subscribe to us here. It is September, so you can get a subscription to us at a discounted rate, which is awesome. It'll save you money and it'll help us out. If you don't have money, and I get that, you can always marry your Amazon Prime and your Twitch account, and then you get a free sub every month. You could give it to us. It would help us out. Wouldn't cost you anything. You do have to re-up it every month, so there's that. But other than that, it's pretty solid, free investment to help us out. We also have a Patreon, and on the Patreon, we have shirts and hoodies and coffee mugs that you can get, which is awesome. And you get access to like the Moxie files, you get the RNG RPG content that we've made. You get some backstory stuff, which is really neat. So check it out, become a patron. And with that, I will pass it over to Hades to talk about other ways to help us out.
Yes, if you go to savesversusdeath.redbubble.com, we're going to have, we have merch there you can get. There's quite a few designs to choose from. And if you click on the design you like, hit explore, and add the design to the item of your choice, which could be a hat, mug, hoodie,
pillow.
Lots of choices.
Sorry.
You totally derailed that.
I derailed you.
I want to add pillow.
Oh, and pillow.
Yes.
Sorry.
I just love the pillow that says, "This is my formal Hawaiian shirt."
All right. Well, I mean, if possible to get for sure.
Exactly.
The profits go directly back to us that we get, and we could do that so we can get more content to your ear holes.
Speaking of more content to your ear holes, back to me. I did want to mention that we will be doing a charity stream on Monday night. It will be to benefit the ASFP, the American Society for Suicide Prevention, because it is suicide prevention time of year again. And we dislike suicide. So we had come up with a lot of like really good dark concepts for stories, but we realized it was counterproductive. So instead we'll be playing Jackbox games. So you should join us for that because it'll be a lot of fun. And yeah, it'll be nonsense, but it'll be good, and you guys can join in and we can all have a good time. So
yeah. Good times.
Did we say when that was? Did I miss it?
I said it was Monday night. I didn't say the time.
I totally missed it.
Join us Monday night.
Monday
night, in case you didn't hear. No
matter what part of the world you're in, if it's night on Monday, we'll be doing it.
No matter what time.
That is not accurate.
I did not specify a time. So
Oh yeah, what time is it?
I believe it's just 10 Eastern, 8 Mountain.
Yeah.
Yes.
9 Central.
9 Central.
6 Pacific.
Nice.
7 Pacific.
No. Yeah.
I skipped a time zone in there.
You added a time zone in there.
Yeah.
And at Greenwich
America just
Mean,
grew larger.
It will be midnight.
So join us on Monday, and I'm going to take it over now. And welcome Jap177 to our wonderful family here on Saves vs. Death. So thank you so much for follow. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for being part of our community.
For sure.
Indeed.
We appreciate you. And as we get into our delightful game, I'm going to pass it on over to Ada.
So, guys, this is a dark future. Really weird, creepy stuff sometimes happens. At the same time, really goofy stuff happens, but sometimes we go towards that ick factor. And if you're not comfortable with it, please step away for 15 minutes and take care of yourself. It's really important to us.
Indeed.
And last time on
Shades of Scarlet.
Boom, boom, boom.
Uh-oh. Now I feel like I have to deliver. At the maglev station, Moxie is unable to calm Kaze once her chip has been pulled, considering she was on fire, causing Kaze to flee with Moxie and Checkers chasing after her. Eventually shooting Kaze with a trank dart and getting her and the two others. Wow, I can't talk today. When is that ever true?
It's really just Saturdays, I think, is the day that you can't talk.
You know what? It's any day that I have to talk.
You do a great job on Wednesdays.
I do a good job when I'm not having to say anything. It's really easy. Anyway, they get her and the two others into the van along with the cargo just as the NCPD arrive. There's a small shootout between Moxie and an NCPD officer, but apart from that, they group deltas without incident. At the Nook, the cargo is unloaded. Rex gives Gojira twice the pay for the job, and Deep shoots Moxie's hostages with trank darts, allowing the team to bring them upstairs to her apartment. Moxie questions the other two, but quickly learns that they do not have BD recorders, and they've only been shipped for a day or so. Moxie lets them go, giving them cash for a taxi, and they head out incredibly confused. Kaze, however, is not released. She's kept hostage and beaten. No, just kidding. Though there was talk about choking her out at some point. The duct tape is removed, and she's given food and water before passing out. As she sleeps, Checkers and Moxie get into a fight, ending with Checkers walking out of the apartment as Moxie holds the door open. Despite the tension between the two, the group meets up the next day to talk about what happened with the hostages and what to do moving forward. The plan so far: Moxie will write an article and talk to Ajax to see if she can figure out who sold them out, while the Geek Squad set up a home defense system. During their conversation, however, Kaze drops a big bomb into the conversation, telling the team that they should be afraid of the Jackal's lantern. When Moxie says she's not afraid of Nosferatu, Kaze lets her know that Nosferatu isn't the main one to be afraid of. It is Streamline. And with that, we fade into the scene of Wraith standing at a drum set. Well, sitting at a drum set, hammering on the drums, just going nuts on it, high on his synth. The crowd in the back, in the audience, just starts cheering. They're so excited for this pseudo revival of Kabuki All-Stars. The people who are playing the parts for Kaze and Rico are actually this kind of androgynous looking person with multicolored short hair. It's shaved on the sides and kind of got a curly-ish floof on the top. They have these very vibrant blue cybernetic hues, and they dress kind of like kind of like an old 50s mod style. So they've got like a button-up shirt with rolled up sleeves.
Blue,
maybe. With rolled up sleeves, suspenders to a pair of slacks, and the only thing that kind of puts it off are these giant combat boots studded with different kinds of stones. It's not like silver studs. They're actually like gems, or they appear to be gems of some sort of precious rock, like rubies and emeralds and that kind of thing. They do, however, put off this kind of I want to say like an iridescent glow, so that the boots really stand out among most things. The patterns on the of the colors of the gem kind of sort of match her hair, and it's obviously some sort of tech hair, because her hair color shifts slowly over time in a way that you wouldn't be able to notice it, but every time you give this person, did I say she? I apologize. They. Every time they, or anytime you do a double take on them, the hair color has shifted in some way. They are rocking out on guitar while Angelina, I think that's her name. God, let me look at my notes and make sure I'm saying this correctly.
Oh no, I should have had these open.
Yes.
You even warned me I might roleplay tonight.
Angelina is on the keyboard, just hammering it out. She's been a very silent type, but kind of stoic almost in a way. But tonight she is rocking her feathered boa, this long shimmering like silver coat that goes down past her knees, really short skirt, to the point where the audience is probably getting a full view of something they may or may not want to see. And
What's to say?
knee-high vinyl boots. The three of you are just rocking out these old Kabuki All-Star tunes, and like I described before, the crowd is just going nuts. You're finishing on one of your top songs called Forever Tomorrow, and the song is about kind of like Z's tattoo once described. Let us live tonight because tomorrow we may die. So that you're coming up to the apex of that song where you start to do the climax before the drop. And during that pause where the song escalates and then immediately just stops, you can just hear the crowd, just thousands of roars in the audience, and then boom, and you go into the ending part of the song, and everybody is just going wild. And as the song comes to its close, which is more of like this kind of awkward, abrupt stop, as if to punctuate the meaning of the song, the lights go dark immediately afterwards.
I'm going to sit quietly for a moment.
Okay. At this point in time, you are just dripping with sweat from all of your drumming and yelling into the microphone. Well, not yelling, but singing at the top of your lungs into the microphone. You're just dripping with sweat, and your other band members are kind of panting as well. And you can kind of make out the sights of your these band members in the darkness. There's still lights on the audience, so you can kind of see, but not too well. But the person who was doing the lead guitar turns towards you. That was excellent. You played
Yeah.
excellent tonight.
I'm gonna fist bump with my drumstick still in hand.
They give you a fist pump back, and they're like, "Come on, let's get off the stage before they see us."
Just a second, I have an idea.
Okay.
Give me something slow, like the bridge of Forever Community.
Okay.
I'm gonna make my way to center stage, and I'm gonna set up my agent on the ground to where it's giving me light up, straight up.
Okay.
And then I am going to slowly and very respectfully recite Z's poem that she wrote on the walls.
Oh wow. Do you remember it?
He does, because he's been working on this song for a very long time. I have it written down somewhere, but not that I have open at the moment.
Do you want to recite it?
I could try. You want to send it to me?
Yeah, I'll send it to you. Hold on.
Okay.
All right. Sorry for the brief intermission here. Give me a second.
I can really picture this. It's really awesome.
Yeah.
And I'm so glad that you are role playing.
Right?
Even though this was done specifically to upset Moxie and make her wait longer.
We might get back to that conversation. I
Not
got
for this
about
week.
4 hours of content.
Do it. Do it.
It's only fair. It's only fair.
Okay. All right. So, the person whose name you don't actually know at the moment, it starts off with a kind of almost haunting melody that kind of just starts off really soft and then crescendos into getting louder and louder, building that tension of Forever Community. As you say,
This house is made of glass, and I'm trying not to smash it. But what am I supposed to do when the window panes start to crack? You two were my home, my light, my hope, and now that you're gone, my glass house is painted black. So fuck this house, fuck this land, fuck your couch, light it up, tie it up, pop it up, stab it down. Let the sound drown out. Let it flow till it dulls. Wrecking ball in my veins. Smash this motherfucker back to sand. Kill my brain.
the crowd at this point goes fucking nuts. They're just, oh, yes, yes, fuck it up. And yeah, you're if you'd like to roll performance check here, I think that would be appropriate.
I would love to. I am going to spend some luck on it.
Okay, how much luck would you like to spend?
5.
5 points of luck.
Yep.
Excellent. I will also let you add your charismatic impact.
Would this be
Ooh.
acting?
This be acting. Isn't there a performance?
No, acting is the only skill I have under performance skills.
Oh, there's no performance. Okay. I think it. Oh, you have singing, right?
Yeah.
Then do singing.
Okay. $19 plus 5 is 24.
24. Yeah. So the the crowd goes insane at this moment, and you can hear the audience just chanting your name. Wraith, 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 Wraith. And yeah, they're just really enjoying you. There's some people crowding around towards the front kind of mosh pit of the stage. And hello, thank you for coming in. They're all like ready to catch you if you want to do a stage dive.
I'm gonna stage dive. My plan was to exit after that, but yeah, I can't pass up a stage dive.
I can't pass up a stage dive. All right, so you leap into the group just kind of like what is that, swan dive style, just holding out your arms as wide as they can possibly get. The crowd, and you like do a half spin in midair, so that way your back's against their open palms, and you land upon them. You kind of fall down for a moment, dropping into the crowd where people don't know where you've gone for like just a brief second, and then you're immediately jolted back into the sky. You bounce a little bit as you can feel the hands just upon your body, like people are getting closer to just to touch you, not even to really support you, although they would if they could, but they're just growing close. You can feel hands all over your body, all over your stomach, all over your chest, even touching your face, your lips, your eyes, and they're just going crazy that you're out there, and you're toted upon these bodies in the crowd, just going all the way through, like towards the back. The audience chamber has these kind of like rows of tables and that ascend into this kind of slanted viewing portal for the stage. And you are passed over the bars, over the rails of those into the audience that was sitting has come to stand up to actually like pass you on and over. And you go all the way up until you finally meet at the very top of that area is a bar, and you are just thrown onto the onto your feet at the bar, and there are already two like giant cans of Smash just waiting there for you.
Open one in each hand, chug both of them, and then crush them.
Yes. All right. So you chug both cans of Smash in the middle, and people around you are just loving it. They're just like, yes, drink. And there's people who are there like chugging cans of Smash with you, so you're not alone. And you can hear the melody of your song of Forever Community still playing in the background. Like Angelina and the other person are still like picking it up. The girls have picked up, or the girl and this person have picked up the lyrics in your place. It's a little soulless without the drums, but it's still like your music's still playing. Everybody's still having a great time, and you are probably smashed. I need you to roll.
I would imagine
your resist torture drugs.
I'm glad you've asked. This torture drugs. I got a 15. I am not addicted. I think Smash is 13.
No, it is 15.
Damn.
So yeah. Yeah. However, your dance, contortionist, conversation, human perception, persuasion, and acting are all at a +2 while you're drunk. And you are fucking drunk, my friend. Yep. But you're just up there having a great time. What are you going to be doing with these people? These people want like to get your autographs. They want to talk to you, want to have conversations with you. They want to tell you how great everything was. They were going to tell you like some people like are the annoying people who just like bring up the tragedy of the past. What happened to Rico? What happened to Z?
I'm gonna like motion for the band members to come back to the bar, and I'm gonna just sit on the bar top and like sign things and do shots with people, and I'm gonna be present.
Okay.
At this point, however, I'm going to look at my phone to text Moxie. In the stage dive, I have lost my agent.
Okay. Your agent has fallen out of your pocket somewhere and is just gone.
Yeah.
And all right. So you reach for your agent. It is obviously missing. Somebody has gotten a hold of Wraith's personal agent. We'll see how that pans out.
Yeah, I'm sure that won't come back to bite me in the ass.
Okay. The band members finish off the song, and then both of them start making their way. They do get congratulatory, like pats on the back and like cheers and that kind of thing on their way up, and people do move like aside for them. But you can, or maybe it's your ego, but you feel that it's mostly because they're associated with you.
I know.
At this moment,
but I want them to be like part of it, so I'm gonna like bring them in the most I can.
Okay. So the two walk up to the stage the bar to join you, and each of them takes up a drink, and you guys all do like a 3-way cheers with cans of Smash, and then chug them down, and the group is just going crazy. They're just so excited that you're here, that you're playing. This has definitely been a level that you haven't seen for quite some time, since Kabuki was in its prime. I mean, you're used to playing like dive bars for the most part, but you didn't realize like your music's more further influencing than you actually thought. So it's kind of like perhaps a little bit of a relation to feel this kind of community. This is obviously what you guys, all three of you, Rico, Z, and you, wanted with Kabuki. Thought kind of occurs to you that you're only really getting it in their death.
And I'm only getting this response after delivering her suicide note.
Right.
I'm gonna keep on
You do get a lot of questions about what that was. Like a lot of people who are so familiar with your work that you don't even remember half of what they're talking about. I ask you, like, where'd that come from? I've never heard that before. Was that on some sort of lost EP or something?
Actually, you know how I said that me and Z were still working on an album there towards the end, right before everything went. That was the last thing that Z wrote.
Oh, wow. That's
and
powerful.
I wanted to honor Z, and so...
Is it going to go on like an album or something? Like, do you have anything recorded?
Yeah, I lost my agent somewhere, but I had like 18 tracks for the new album on there. So, I'm working on a new album that's on it. So,
this person, the people immediately look around and they're like, "Find his agent! Where's Wraith lost his agents? Everybody start looking!" What did it look like?
I described the most generic agent ever. It's like square.
It's like a square.
And gray.
Space gray.
Had a pad on it.
I think the screen might have been cracked. No, so these people start immediately like branching out to go search for it.
I do give Z proper credit though for anybody who asks.
Sure. Yeah,
I don't say what she wrote it for, but I do say that it was the last thing she wrote.
You definitely get the question more than once, like to the point where it's becoming like annoying to answer. Right. Because people are revolving in and out to speak with you. They get pushed aside or they have other things to do.
Right.
So you're dealing with this kind of revolving window of people. And this continues on for a while. The next band comes up, though, Savage or Dead. And, the excitement around you starts to dwindle. as people filter back into their chairs or to the mosh pit where Savage Or Dead starts to come live. And at this point, Desiree Black makes her way up to the group, and she's smiling, and she says, "You see how popular you are, even outside of Night City."
Yeah, I don't get this reception back home. That's for sure.
Oh, I'm sure that's not true.
I play in this little dive bar in my neighborhood. I'm lucky if I get 3 people listening.
How long has it been since you played?
A while. I think the last time I really played a show was in a dirt lot, and it was a charity thing, so.
Oh, that could have something to do with it.
Yeah, maybe. You like it, though?
Oh, it was beautiful.
Good.
I hope you don't mind, but I've recorded it. We can release a bootleg copy.
Sounds good.
Excellent. Anyway, I think it's time to get drunk, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna retire to the bus for a minute and then freshen up, and I'll be right back to party. So.
Okay, you do that. The 3 people that you leave behind are just like chatting amongst each other about stuff. You know, Desiree's giving them all congratulations that they did a really good job, and you get the hint that or sense that more her than Dave actually put them together. David, apologies.
Yeah. Fair enough.
Okay.
I'm gonna look for a bathroom like backstage or somewhere that is private enough that I can lock the door.
Okay. There, as you push through people, you know, people are still giving you pats on the back and shaking your shoulders and giving you a shoulder rub and all sorts of just any way to touch you, really, but or congratulate you or let you know their appreciation. And you make your way back and you finally enter the bathroom. There's like one guy pissing, and the guy in the urinal next to him is just like sitting inside of the urinal. Is just passed out drunk. There's scribbling on the wall. It says Wraith, but it has an S at the end.
Wraiths. Is there a mirror?
Yeah, there's a dirty, grimy mirror on above the sinks. One of them isn't broken.
Nice. Let me go to that one.
Okay.
The fancy mirror. I'm gonna run the water and like splash it on my face.
Okay.
And make eye contact with myself.
Ooh. Face down.
No. I rolled a 10.
I don't know if that means you win or lose.
I rolled a 17. As I'm looking at myself in the mirror, we all make mistakes. We're just human. Can always get clean and sober tomorrow.
Your reflection doesn't reply.
Slap myself a little bit. Put on the big smile again.
Okay.
And then I'm going to go fucking party like a rock star.
All right. So you're partying it up, like out with the group. Go ahead and roll like a dancing or performance or whatever skill you want to use to represent what you do. And let us know what it is. And
of course. I need to find dance.
Remember, you do get a +2 on probably any skill that you use for this.
Hydrate.
Oh, thank you, Hydrate.
Thanks, Velvet Sanity. Good to see you.
Thank you.
Boy, I do not dance.
But it
Looking
comes
at
up
that.
so often.
Man, my play Synthrum, which I've never rolled, I am very good at, apparently.
I should have made
can
you roll it earlier, but whatever.
Can I roll acting?
Sure.
I got a 17 on my acting. Oh, plus 2. 19 on my acting.
Yeah, you're acting your ass off out there, just pretending that you're having a good time with people. It almost comes to a point where you might be having a good time, but there is obviously those darker thoughts leaning deeper into the recesses of your mind coming forward every once in a while.
Also, in my soul, I feel like I've gotten too old for all of this, and like this is what they expect, so I have to do it. But like, I want to go back to the hotel and sleep. It's what I want.
At some point, David walks up to you, and he has obviously been drinking pretty heavily, and he throws his arms around you and he says, "Yeah, that was a really good performance tonight, buddy." Oh,
Thanks, buddy. You need help getting back to where you crashed at?
oh, we're taking the bus back. We're heading back to Night City tonight, so we need to get everybody together.
Tonight?
And then, I mean, yeah, there are places to sleep in the bus, so we're getting everybody back in the bus. That's what. Oh yeah, that's what I'm doing right now.
You're getting everybody together?
To the bus. We're shaking it off.
You go get a good seat on the bus. Start napping. I'll get everybody on the bus.
We're all going.
Yeah, everybody's going.
Okay, we're all going.
All right.
His arm slides off you, and he kind of like stumbles back and forth to the point where like he falls into a crowd of people talking, and they kind of just push him up, and then he stumbles his way on out of the theater.
All right. I'm gonna go to a table near me.
Mm-hmm.
Be like, listen up. Last bus to Night City's leaving right now. If you're part of my group, this is how you get home. Otherwise, enjoy the rest of your night. Last call.
Lots of people who were not part of your group are now part of your group, and
Nice.
just joining you to the point where like you can see Angelina, Desiree, and the other person having a hard time like filtering out with you guys.
I'm gonna make sure they have room.
Okay.
I'm gonna like particularly like protect against them so that
You
they
like
have
push
room.
people aside to let them in front and stuff like
Yeah.
that. That makes sense. All right, so you guys are all heading out and piling into the bus, and David's out there watching guard. You can see Axel on the top of the bus. He is rocking out a guitar on the top. It looks very similar to Rico's in its design. It's obviously not his, but yeah, he's just playing it on the top of the bus. He is nowhere near as talented as Rico was. Rico was actually quite a good guitarist, and you could tell he like fumbles, but nobody seems to care. They're all fucking drunk, and they're
Right.
just like listening to the music as people are piling into the bus. You are among one of the first to get in the bus. And David, who's watching people, he says, "Not you, not you, not you, not you.
No.
You're okay. Not you, not you, not you."
He's sorting them out for me.
Yeah. And eventually, although it is quite a process, everybody piles back into the bus. You got Nadia there. You got Desiree, Angelina, this person with the multicolored hair. Who else? David
David
obviously.
and Axel.
Sam's still there, right?
And Sam is there too.
Okay.
Sam is actually driving. He's being the responsible adult, which is typically his job as your groupie. He's in the front seat driving. But the rest of the group parties on piles in. Funny slip. But anyway, the other band and their bus is like parked next to yours. and one of them raps on the window and gives you the horns,
I give them the horns back.
and they all pile into their bus. At some point during the trip, the crowds have gotten immense on your journey, so you've actually had to rent another bus, and you've separated the bands out.
Nice. It was a good show.
Yeah, it was a good
It was
show.
a good tour.
At a certain point, Sam says, "All aboard!" and then and the van swings out, starts heading down the road.
Cool.
Yep. You're surrounded by people who are talking idly about different sorts of music. You know, Desiree Black is actually quite knowledgeable in a variety of different music and types of bands, and she talks about certain ones that she's helped along the way. She's definitely trying to sell herself to some extent, but not be overt about it. Meanwhile, you know, Angelina is just sitting there, kind of silently. She's got like this Chardonnay glass in one hand and just kind of loosely holds it over the arm of her seat in the bus, while listening the whole time. Like her eye, you can tell she's definitely alert. She's not drunk, and just paying attention to everything. This person is very kind of, the one with the colored hair is very upbeat. And
I'm going to introduce myself to them at this point.
Okay. They're standing nearby just talking. Oh yeah, I heard them live. They were fucking fantastic. Oh my God. I can't believe I didn't see them more. And only recently discovered them.
I'm going to put a hand on their back.
They look at you. Oh, hi.
You did awesome tonight. And I would like to I apologize, I'm bad with names. I forgot your name, but I want to tell you, you did awesome and I appreciate you.
Oh, thanks.
Keep rocking.
You too. She points,
Thanks.
or they point at your chest.
Yeah.
That was your introduction. Okay.
So I awkwardly try to get them to say their name without like coming right out and saying again that I don't know their name.
What do you say?
So
How do you spell your name?
Sorry, I forgot your name.
Sorry, I forgot your name. Oh.
I did a lot of drugs.
Oh, it's okay. Do you want to bump a synth?
I would love to do a bump a synth with you.
Okay. They take out like a little kind of cigarette case and unfold it, and there's like a little baggie of synth in there, and she
Is it labeled? Does it say their name on it?
No, it doesn't. It does have a picture of Alaska though.
Good.
Yep. If your character even knows what Alaska is. You have two in general knowledge. You probably know what Alaska is. Anyway,
I would imagine.
they sort out two lines and give you the kind of like pen, the hollowed out pen.
Hey, do a line.
Do your line.
Yeah.
They do their line. So, my name's Juno, by the way.
Awesome. Juno, I value you. You're awesome.
I value you. I love your music. I got into it, I don't know, maybe 3 months ago or something. But yeah, it's really moved me.
Awesome. Cool.
I learned all of your songs.
I hope we get to work together more. This has been amazing.
Well, I mean, you're the one who would decide that, right?
You would think.
I would.
Hey, I'm finishing up an album. Would you like to be on the album with me?
Yes. Yes, I would love to be on the album.
Sweet. I got this guy Deeps who's also playing guitar on it.
Oh, cool.
I've talked to Dave Wacko a little bit about doing some featured work on it. So
Nova,
I mean,
that's great.
yeah.
I definitely got to scroll it. When does it come out?
I am still finishing up the studio time.
Okay,
And
here's
then-
the deal then. You let me listen to the whole thing before it comes out, and I'll play on it.
Sounds great. I'm in.
Really? Oh,
Yeah,
I didn't
of course
expect you
you
to say yes. Yeah, great. Yeah. I would have done it anyway.
Nova. All right, Juno. Nothing but love. I'm going to see what Nadia's up to, and I'll be back in a little bit.
Sure. They go back to talking to the people around them.
Yeah. Juno. All right.
As you're saying that, they hold up their case of Alaska.
Yeah.
Like the state.
Like cocaine. I get it.
That obviously, like, you can see like a moment where they obviously have no idea what connection you're making. But they just either fake it or
sagely.
get it and smile at you as you pass away. Pass away.
That's the way. Yeah.
The drugs finally got me.
Yeah.
You have a heart attack, and that's the end. Now, something you're noticing as you, I guess right before you took the hit of synth, you can notice that your spine is starting to hurt and your movements are quite slow, especially after being jostled around so much. I mean, you were so high during the concert, you didn't really know at the time, but at the moment, yeah, or I guess right before you took your second hit of synth, felt it for a second, but now it's starting to wear off again. And you start heading back through the tour bus. A few people did make it into the tour bus that are not part of your original group. But for the most part, it's people you know. You make it back to where Nadia typically is, and she's got she's got a laptop open and is looking through some documents of some sort as you come up, and she doesn't seem to notice you.
Mind if I sit with you for a bit?
Oh yeah. She closes her laptop immediately and puts it down underneath the seat and says, "That was a great
don't let
show."
me interrupt you. Hey, thanks. You
Yeah.
do you. I just want to kind of just hang out. I don't want to interrupt what you were up to.
Okay. I slowly reach back under the seat and pull out the laptop uncertainly, open it up, and start writing.
I'm going to just kind of hang out and vibe with them. Like, exist.
Okay. Give me 1 second.
That bass drop.
Right?
Yeah, that was what we just experienced. I wish I was playing this song.
Yes, we have our own brand of synth coke. Available on my garden only.
Nice.
Kabuki All Star Dust.
Looking through my notes here. Sorry, give me a second.
Deliveries may be delayed until Wraith gets you agent.
Do not text.
Is that kind of like how that the piranhas have their own smash?
Yeah. They have their own smash. I just have my own coke. So I mean, it's reasonable. I might need a chemist for this.
Are you a pharmacist though?
Just maybe.
I am. Actually can make my own drugs. I specialized in that. Nice.
So there you go.
I'm gonna combine speed heal with synth coke.
So you not only healing fast, but you think you're going fast.
Yeah. It's called speed up.
This terrifies me.
Okay.
I like in the old system, you could do that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Do what stuff?
Doctor
Make the
Feelgood.
ridiculous drugs.
Oh, yeah.
Or you
I'm
know,
sure they'll
program
add
your
it
own
at some point.
Oh, I'm
get-ritter
sure. Yeah.
programs.
Right.
Yeah,
We'll
that
get
was
You can
supplements
make
for
your
it.
own.
You can't write your
Text can make street drugs.
Oh, that's true.
Oh, yeah, but it's not like it was before. You can make drugs that are already there.
You can make
In
your
s-
own.
In 2020, you could make them up. I guess
They
with
could do
Maker, you
anything.
can, but that's
Yeah.
a little different.
I'm just gonna say
They gave
Jay
you
mentioned that
rules
text could
for
do
that.
it, so I'm
no,
saying
you're right. They can do anything. Although I would argue that they'd have to have the right background in order to produce what they want.
Right.
yeah.
Part of me just existing with them and vibing with them
Mhm.
is healing my back because my entire spine feels like it's trying to be ejected from my body.
Okay.
I like how Blank's like seriously taking notes about this.
No, I'm not taking notes. I'm actually searching through my notes for this thing I'm
No.
about to tell you.
Oh.
Well, if it helps, my webcam failed, so now
I
I'm
saw
on my
that.
laptop's camera.
Oh no.
You're having a
Amazing.
hell of a time over there.
God.
I'm having that Netrunner there is really hacking me pretty hard today.
Yep.
Good old technical difficulties.
For sure.
So as you're kind of vibing with her, she starts like, or she's like doing some sort of research on her computer. You don't have any sort of science background, so you can't really understand what exactly it is, but it does seem some sort of medical field. Delivering
I'm a doctor.
vaccines. That's about what you know, but you don't have any science background. You really just know like the dosages and how to prescribe it. Perhaps diagnosing as well. But anyway, the two of you kind of just chill together, and she's talking about how the show was great, of course, but also asking about, so where in Night City do you live?
Kabuki?
Oh. That's in Watson, right?
Yeah.
I think I've been there once, twice.
I actually moved out of my apartment to go on this tour, so I'm coming back to a fresh start.
There's a big military base up that way, isn't there?
Yeah, just north of us.
Are you a military guy?
No. The entire district used to be like warehouses and shit, and they're just kind of putting in basically low-income housing at the moment, but then they're going to knock that down to put in housing that the poor people can't afford, so.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, isn't Petrochem and Sovoil up in that area? That
Yeah.
can't be great for...
Oh, don't drink the tap water.
Okay. That's fair. I think that's a pretty good call most places if you're in Night City, though, generally.
For sure.
Anyway.
What part of Night City do you live in? If you don't mind me asking.
I live in the University District.
I've done some work down there.
Have you? I would imagine. All sorts of shows. I think that is where I first heard you.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Well, and I get caught up in side jobs and do all kinds of crazy stuff all over town. So
That makes sense.
Yeah.
I mean, don't feel obligated to sit with me. You can party with everybody.
I'm not obligated. I'm here because I want to be.
Okay. I'm literally just sitting here doing research.
Nice. What are you researching?
We're trying to find out some lower cost medications that we can distribute to more more war-torn areas from the wake of the Fourth Corporate War. There's still a lot of areas that just really haven't received any sort of benefits at all.
What kind of distribution methods are you looking into?
Well, we're not at that stage yet. We're really just trying to come up with different inoculations and vaccines for different sorts of plagues.
Sure. I mean, I only know how to make speed hills, so I'm not going to be helpful, but still be worth, visiting about.
You can make speed heal?
Yeah.
Did you receive are you a doctor?
Yeah.
What?
You didn't know that?
No.
It happened.
Look, I like your music, but I'm not some sycophant.
Right, no, I'm not saying that. The fourth time I went to rehab, I kind of did the whole medical thing for a little bit.
Oh.
Yeah. When I get back, I'm going to have to do the sixth time in rehab, but that it's a process.
You should really see somebody about not doing that anymore.
I was seeing somebody.
Well, continue.
Yeah.
You know what? It's not
good
my
call.
place to judge.
Hey, you judge me all you want. Don't bother me none.
Fair enough. She kind of smiles, and at this moment, you can see alongside your car, a few more vehicles have pulled up, and one in this kind of like cobalt blue letter has your name written like in these really kind of like what word am I looking for? A kind of aggressive lettering, just Wraith, but it has the S at the end again. The car is generally beat up to the point, and has definitely some sort of nomad fixtures on it, like it's got the protector over the grill, just these hard plastic or hard steel coverings over it. The whole windshield is that darkened plating that is actually a one-way viewport. And out the window is hanging this person with this like bright blue like side hawk that's been parted down the side. They've got obvious like cybernetic optics that have replaced their eyes with these like kind of telescoping lenses that are also in that same blue, just completely blue shielding. Some obvious dermal or external dermal plating around their face and that kind of thing. They're wearing these leathers, and it looks like their throat has been replaced with some cybernetics as well. And they are leaning out the window and just screaming, "Ah! Ah!" at your car as you drive by.
Can I open the window nearest me and go whoop whoop out the window?
Yeah! Pull the fuck over! Pull the fuck over!
Close the window.
Okay.
We have problems.
Um,
Sam, pull over. Or who's driving? Sam is driving?
Nadia looks at you. What do you mean problems? They look at you.
nomadic gentleman would like us to pull over, which is never a good sign.
At this stage, you're like beyond the little town that you were in and on the highway, moving out or up towards Night City. And Sam looks back. There's a lot of talking and that kind of thing.
I whistle
says,
to make
"What?"
everyone stop.
Okay.
I do the. I can't do it, and I wouldn't want to do it into a microphone.
Do your charismatic impact.
Okay. Roll the 10, plus a 6, plus a 5, 21.
21. Okay. Yeah. Silence.
Anyone know if we're in Snake River conspiracy territory?
Snake River. Everybody kind of looks back at you like, what the fuck are you talking about, Snake River?
What nomad pack has this area? Anyone?
Desiree turns back to you. She says, "Oh, it's the Wraiths."
Good. They would like to rob us, I'm pretty sure. Sam, go ahead and pull over, please.
You want to pull over?
This bus isn't going to outrun them.
Oh, fuck. Sam says, if that's what you want, yeah, I'll pull over.
I'm going to put on my...
Uh-oh. Did we just lose Wraith?
Yeah. Did you lose me?
But
No, I still hear
No.
you. Womp, womp, womp.
Oh no.
Terrible timing.
I do appreciate his still picture though.
I
Yeah.
know. It's a great one. Looks like he's about to do some sort of Super Mario jump. The nomads just got him. I guess that is a good place for us to switch back over. Oh no, now my
Oh,
screens are all
no.
messed up. Hold on, I gotta fix this. Give me a second, folks.
I will say, I do like how you were like, it's your name, but with an S at the end, because I didn't catch it the first time. It was good. It was well done.
Thank you.
They're probably mad because he has the same name as them. I would wager.
Possibly.
We gotta hydrate.
Thank you, Velvet.
Thank you, Velvet. All right. I got this in here. Let me give me a second. Sorry, bear with me, folks. Oops. Didn't that work? Oh, there we
Hey,
go.
on Monday night at 8 p.m., charity stream.
Charity stream.
Yeah.
Join it or die.
Don't remember what it is, so
Okay.
We're
maybe.
playing Jackbox games, and it's going to
There we
be
go.
hilarious and fun and come hang out.
Nice.
All right.
It would be nice if you were right, Patient Zero, that all they want is an autograph.
It would be hilarious, but awesome. I kind of doubt it though.
Same.
Me too.
Oh,
Oh,
Hey,
hey! I'm split in half.
There we go.
only for a moment.
He's back.
My computer decided to turn off.
Oh no. That's not good. Okay. So Wraith starts getting ready, but I am still going to make this switch over to the group. But thank you for rejoining.
Yeah, no
Now it's
problem.
not your turn anymore. Okay, so uh Kaze stands at the door. It's not Nosferatu. You should be. Sorry, Nosferatu isn't their, or Dracul wasn't their greatest fighter. It was Streamline. Then she shuts the
Sorry,
door.
say that again.
Clam.
Fuck.
Streamline?
Yeah, everybody kind of looks
I don't know. who
from the
that is.
door to the rest of the group, just looking, passing looks.
Moxie's leaning against the counter. She hasn't been sitting down. She's been standing. She's just rubbing one temple with one arm crossed over her stomach.
Okay.
Her eyes are closed. She's not really paying attention to anybody.
Decker's is going to lean over to Deeps and be like, does that mean something to you?
No.
Okay.
Maybe they're talking about like a drug or something, like mainlining it.
Streamline is a solo who, as far as I knew, worked exclusively for NewSap. He's the one who had Jenny captured in order to get to Angus. And she's looking directly at Cammy. Knowing this won't mean much to the other two.
Whatever happened to Angus?
Never heard from him.
Yeah, we lost him that night and never heard from him again.
Mm-hmm.
Did this guy get him, you think?
Don't know. All the research I've done on him has turned up next to nothing.
Jenny, the one we rescued?
Jenny
Mhm.
was the one from the lantern the first time, yeah.
Kenner's sister?
Oh.
So this guy is bad news?
I believe when I encountered him, he was sniping from a rooftop. But that was the night I lost my hand. I wasn't very aware of her surroundings.
Okay, so he's got some kind of history with us or with you guys, but
Not
He
me.
didn't care about us, he only cared about Angus.
is he like super scary or something?
I mean,
I don't know.
Angus
so
was no
he's-
pushover. At least I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't know who that is either, honestly. But so
Friend,
he's kind of
sort
just
of.
like unknown. Yeah,
Hmm.
we don't know anything.
I know he's got combat skills, that's all I know.
Okay.
And what I've told you.
Cammy looks to the door again. We're gonna have to ask her.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe
That's
we
like-
should get some home security set up then.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. For sure.
Why don't you
So-
guys go talk to Rex if he's free? And I'll see if I
Yeah.
can't talk to Kaze.
All right.
All right. I mean, you don't need the three of us to do that. You think it'll be easier with just you talking to Kaze?
Maybe. I don't know. Kami, I don't know anything about home defense systems. I don't know how many of you it's going to take. Don't ask me about technical things. It's not a vehicle. I don't understand it. You know this.
I just don't like the idea of leaving you in this apartment alone, considering what we just went through.
Yeah, why don't you stay here, Cammy? We'll take care of it.
We can do that.
Okay. She has her pistol on her thigh in a holster, and she like clicks it open, checks the magazine, checks the chamber, and puts it back.
I have a vague memory of us texting Rex about the home defense systems. Did we?
I believe you did.
Moxie
As far as
texted
I
him
knew,
to
there was no
see-
reply at this moment.
Okay.
He told them it depended on what they wanted.
Yes.
Oh yeah, he did say that. Yeah.
Okay. So, you two, send a message if you need something. All right.
We will.
Okay.
All right. I'm gonna go ahead and exit the apartment and then message Rex. Something along the lines of, I've been tasked to talk to you about home defense systems. Are you available to talk?
Eventually, you get a reply back that says, "Oh, fine. Yeah."
Meet at the bar?
Yeah, sure. I'll be down there in
Okay.
10.
Sounds good.
Do you ever get the feeling like we should, like, there's a more than there's a lot we don't know that's going on?
You mean that we're in the dark about like pretty much everything else that happened before us?
Yeah, that one.
Yeah. I don't really think it's an issue.
No, not really. But yeah,
I mean, they got their secrets. It happens. And if we asked, they might say something. But
Deeps, I do want to remind
probably not
you.
a good idea right now.
I do want to remind you that this is all vaguely related to the disappearance of your extended family.
yes, I am aware
Okay.
of that. But the Shady Acres was not mentioned. So I didn't consider it that he would have picked up on any of that.
That's probably fair. My bad.
Because he only knows that they lived at Shady Acres. He didn't know, I don't think he knew that Angus would have been their
I guess not.
landlord. Or
Well, did you
Super?
ever had?
super.
I guess you hadn't visit. Well, no, you knew where the apartment was.
Yeah, but I don't recall I don't recall ever visiting. I thought I was just going there because all my family got locked up. Oh, that's a spoiler, maybe.
Hashtag spoilers.
Either way.
Anyway, all
Okay.
right. Yeah.
So, down to the bar.
Yeah.
Okay. Two of you head to the bar and kind of wait at the booth for Rex. He's taking his sweet time.
Yeah. I'll have a drink ready for him.
Okay.
I'll order one for. Do you want something, Checkers?
Sure. Just whatever.
All right.
Okay. Trying to remember what day it is. I think it's Monday, Sunday.
Wednesday.
It is Sunday.
Monday.
Say like 20 eddies.
So it's the 23rd? Oh,
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, that sounds right. Okay.
Cool.
Moxie, what are you doing?
So the night before, she didn't get a lot of sleep. Part of it she would have given Cammy, by the way, the 1,000 from Rex for the job.
Okay.
And she would have gone out and grabbed some generic sheet clothing for Kaze.
Speaking of which, before I forget, and everybody should mark this on their sheet, 70 IP for the last session.
Sweet. I was gonna.
I'll
ask you
remember
about
to write
later.
that.
You better be writing it, you motherfucker.
Can I spend 200 eddies on generic sheet clothing for Kaze?
Can you spend 200 eddies on generic sheet clothing? Oh, like you got that, you picked that up the night before? Is that what you're asking?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, sure. I
Thanks.
don't see a problem with that. Price whatever's in the book.
Yes, that's what I was going off with. So she grabbed her pair of shoes, a couple hoodies, a couple t-shirts, a couple pairs of pants. She's gonna walk up to the door in the bathroom and knock a couple of times.
All right.
Kaze, we need to talk. And I'm going to need you to open the door if you can.
It's a long silence. Don't make me relive it.
If it gets to that point, tell me and I'll stop.
Go ahead and roll your conversation.
I'd like to spend 2 points of luck, please.
Sure.
Thanks. $14.
13. Okay. You're greeted again, or you're responded to with a long, drawn-out pause. But eventually, you hear the click of the bathroom door lock coming undone.
Does she open the door?
No.
Okay. Moxie will slowly open the door.
She slowly opened the door. You can see Kaze kind of shrinking back against the little wedge between where the toilet sits and the bath, the shower is, and she's just like wedged in that little nook, just like holding her arms against her chest. Oh, I'm sorry, her knees against her chest and curled up in a small ball.
If I sit in the hallway across from the bathroom, can I still see her? Can she still see me?
Sort of.
Okay. Moxie will sit on the floor then to the side of I don't want it to look like she's blocking the way, but she does want to be able to like so complicated.
Roll interrogation.
Yes?
No, I'm kidding.
Okay.
For right now.
All right.
You get a bonus because you did it yesterday. No.
Yes, because you duct tape. No. But she would like to get on, like sit comfortably on the floor, for the appearance of like just having a conversation.
Okay. Sit down. Cammy's kind of off to the side. She's not really intervening. She's actually trying to stay out of view. But she's nearby enough and her eyes are kind of scanning out the windows. Just keeping watch.
I do have questions about that place, but I don't want to make you relive it.
She just stares into nothing. Like the words you're saying aren't really reaching her ears.
Before I get into all of that, now that you've slept a little, eaten something, and I don't feel you're a detriment to yourself, my intention is not to trade one prison for another. You're not trapped here. I do want to help you. If you want to stay here, and Cammy's okay with it, we'll get you your key. If you want to live somewhere else, I'll get you an apartment. If you just want to leave, you want to live in the city, I'll give you $2,000. You can walk out that door. If you want out of the city, I can get you help with some nomads to get you out.
You talk about her leaving, her eyes do lift from, the empty spot on the bathroom floor that she was staring at and fix on you for a brief moment, and then out the door. Back to you. Just never thought it'd happen to me.
Was it because of me?
No, I don't think so. I don't know. Dracul is like a former gang member who's obsessed with vampires. He'd always talk about how he was a vampire himself. And people started disappearing, so it wasn't just you. I mean, I didn't think of anything of it at the time. It's Night City,
Mhm.
When Nina disappeared, I started to get worried. Started asking questions. And then one night, I was working late. I was the only one left in the club, except for Dracul. He came up to me and asked to speak to me privately about Nina. So I thought, yeah, want to know anything. If you can tell me anything, I want to know. So he took me up into his office and offered me a drink. I didn't think anything of it. I took a sip. It worked fast. Next thing I knew, I was...
remember.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Next thing I knew, I was waking up in a dark room. In a cage. Nude.
Mm-hmm.
It's a bowl. Had my name
Yep.
etched in it. There's a man standing over me. It wasn't Dracul, but he looked similar. Long hair, painted white face, long chrome arms. And he smiled at me and made my skin crawl. He offered me to become immortal like him and asked if I would be his bride. I was so scared. I didn't say anything. I just cowered back and I hid. I slowly recognized him as Nosferatu, Dracul's younger brother. What was worse is that I didn't feel right. I felt drained, like my neck hurt, almost like he was a vampire and he drank my blood or something. My whole body hurt, especially my neck. She feels the chipjack implanted on the base of her skull. My whole body was covered in fur. It was transformed. It was like, I don't know. It was like I became a werewolf. Or something. I was scared, so I scrambled away. But being in a cage, I could only get so far. And that seemed to excite him. His smile grew into this cruel Cheshire scowl, and he unlocked the door to the cage, and I screamed and I tried to kick him with my feet, but he just grabbed my ankle. He was so fast, and that's when he
And Moxie, she'd like to slowly move over and just either offer her hand or put her hand on Kaze, near Kaze's foot.
Okay.
She wants to offer physical comfort, without actually touching her, because that might freak her out more.
Okay. I'm going to need another test.
Huh?
It's going to be harder.
I know.
Let's see.
Okay.
I am going to do persuasion this time, but instead of cool, use empathy.
Um. Fuck. I'm not even gonna waste the luck.
No?
No, because with it, cool is very high stat for me, so I don't have a lot of points in persuasion. So it's 5. Even if I dump all my 4 points of luck into them, it puts it at a base of 9. So.
Oh. I mean,
And
9's
that's a
base.
natural 1.
Oh, no.
Followed by a 10.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Her leg
I think I'm in the
immediately
negatives at this point.
jets away from you
Mhm.
and scrunches against herself, and she is just in this uncontrollable crying state.
Moxie will back away, back into the hallway.
Okay.
And I think ask Cammy to get her a pillow. And she'll
Cam-
push the pillow in the room, but she won't re-enter it until Kaze's done.
Cammy's her blue eyes are definitely glazed over. Like she has tears forming in the wells of her ducts. But-
Moxie's look very similar.
She's straight-faced and just staring straight ahead. When you look at her and ask her to grab the pillow, you can see the muscles in her jaw just like kind of flex and relax a few times before she pushes off on the wall and without really saying any acknowledgement, just goes and grabs the pillow. And she comes back along with you.
Moxie will put it into the bathroom, like on the floor, but stay outside in the hallway.
Sure.
She'll wait it out. She's not gonna push.
Okay.
She's been struggling with her own nightmares and memories. She's not gonna push until Kaze's ready.
It's fair. You guys wait there. Meanwhile, Checkers and Deeps are sitting at the booth when you see Rex pulling on his leopard print vest and making his way over to the booth to sit adjacent from you.
Did we get our usual booth?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sweet. Once Rex sits down, I will start the machine.
Okay.
No, it's 5 eddies.
Five eddies.
Yes.
Yep.
I feel like we should know this by now, and we ask every time.
I know. It's like, does my luck refresh? Bane of my existence.
Hey, wait. Did my luck refresh?
No. If you ask, it does not. Just kidding.
He already used all this luck, I thought.
All right, so he says, all right. So you said you all are interested in some home ordnance. What are you looking
Yeah, more or less.
What are you looking for? I can tell you what I've got. And you can tell me
Okay.
what you want. What you're interested
All right.
in. Seem fair? Great.
Yeah.
Yep.
Definitely was thinking we should put some surveillance in the hallway, though, checkers.
Yeah. Probably wouldn't hurt. Although, I mean, it won't do us any good unless we're watching it.
Yeah, but I got a laptop. I can just set the feed to, possibly.
Okay.
But I mean, we could buy a demon, have it take care of it. But then we have to carry. No, it's just a camera. We could at least.
Go ahead.
Yeah. We'd at least have surveillance in case somebody is being weird.
Yeah. No, I mean, it's going to be there. Or, I mean, I think we should have it. It's just that unless we're either constantly checking or have a reason to check, it's not going to do a whole lot.
Yeah.
Still not really sure what we should be on the lookout for, honestly. I mean,
Well, we
monsters, sure, but
I mean, the hard part is what is our home surveillance system? I mean, it just depends on the system. But what are we trying to do? I mean, we're going to have to. A lot of systems rely on a badge or something so that they don't shoot you.
Yeah, you're going to need some sort of network set up.
Right.
Yeah.
And then you can put a demon in control in different systems. I mean, some of them don't require it. Let me just read you what I got, and then you can tell me what. Maybe some of them will spark your imagination. He reaches into his vest pocket and pulls out his agent, flips through it, and says, "All right, in this package I got 4 laser grids, 2 tip floor kits. They literally tip. 2 ceiling wall puncher kits. 2 slip floor tiles, 2 stun panels. I got 3 observation cameras. And then I got 4 sleep gas dispensers with a hermetically sealed elevator kit."
I like that last one, but I'm not sure if we can use it.
You're asking it hermetically seal my elevator and rig it with a sleep gas kit?
Yeah, well, that's why I said I'm not sure we can use it.
Yeah, it might be a bit much.
It would be awkward for everyone.
I mean, I don't know. If we install this safety stuff, you could always say like, "And your building is more secure."
Roll a persuasion, Deeps.
All right. I'm gonna spend some luck.
How much luck?
2
How many
luck.
luck? Okay.
2 of the lucks.
2 lucks.
Eight, 17, 19.
19?
Yep.
Okay. He says, "I might be open to that, as long as you make the purchase of the kit."
Yeah, I mean, you own the place, and I think that, I mean, any defense system, if we purchase, you're not not costing you, just saying more security.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I could be open to that.
All right. But I think the camera system is going to be some of the best bet, because we have to give almost any system eyes, or we have to know it's there or
Yeah.
something.
Yeah, that's true.
So how much?
So-
What are we talking on the cameras?
Cameras, I could go for 100 eddies a piece.
Okay.
Well, 120.
No, but I like that number first one better.
Roll your trading.
Oh, great! I'm really good at this one. Do I even have trading? I do have trading. I am terrible at it. Yep. That's a 9.
Yeah, he's like, nah, 120. I misspoke.
I was doing it in a joking fashion anyway, so.
Fair enough.
Oh.
Don't get me wrong. I appreciate the barter.
Out of character.
Hmm.
How many apartments are on our floor?
I'll have to look. Hold on.
Sorry.
Okay.
I mean, I'm thinking the camera system, but don't we need? Does the camera system come with a little server to run this?
No, you will need to buy a net architecture,
Okay.
and that can vary in price. Mr. Chip has those in though. If it's just right across the street, you can go purchase them right from him.
Oh, okay. Cool. I'm gonna take notes though on my agent, because I'm not good at remembering things.
Uh,
And then I'm gonna offer. Oh, I got you this drink since we're wasting your time.
there's 4.
Thank you. So that's like 2 on one side, 2 on the other, or 4 in a row.
It's not in a row, no. They're in weird patterns because they
Okay.
vary in size.
Is there but is the hallway straight?
The hallway is straight.
Okay. So I think we could do 2 cameras. One on our doors, one on the elevator.
I was thinking one up on the roof.
Oh, okay. So what, 3 cameras?
Yeah.
Okay. And then what would the elevator cost us?
That's going to be the pricey one.
Yeah.
That's probably going to cost you 5,000 for the 4
Yeah.
dispensers plus the elevator kit.
Right.
All right.
And that's yeah.
Gotcha. The ones you listed off that you've got, what else is non-lethal?
Non-lethal? I mean,
Yeah.
the ceiling wall puncher kits could be non-lethal. I mean, sort of. I mean, they'll beat you up.
Yeah, but I mean, oh, okay.
Kind of depends
that
on how
all?
hard you get hit, how close you are to them. I guess the slip floor tile would be pretty non-lethal.
Okay.
Laser grids would be non-lethal, I think. Maybe
The
not
stun,
actually.
the stun tiles.
Yeah, the stun tiles. or stun panels. There's also the tip floor kits that could be non-lethal. Just put them down the floor. I might have issue with you doing that one though.
Why? I say in a joking fashion. Why? I don't get it. I think Pons wouldn't like that very much.
I don't think your apartment's over his. Maybe it is. Oh
It
yeah,
is.
no, it is.
Yeah, I prefer if we didn't make Pons angry, since he patches us up most of the time.
Although we could use it as a secret escape route.
I don't think he'd be very happy about that either.
Well, yeah, it's a secret. We would have to deal with the aftermath. Plus, he might notice if we installed it.
Yeah, so
Just
the
a little
laser
bit,
the laser grid is as non-lethal as the ceiling wall puncher kits.
Okay.
What if we just turn the whole hallway like we hit a button and it just shoots and does the laser?
Like a rail cannon.
Well, I was thinking
No.
like in Resident Evil.
Resident Evil,
where
yeah.
down the hallway.
I was with you.
Where he's like, I'm gonna get out alive. And then,
Yeah, I would probably put them in your entryway.
Yeah. Honestly, I would prefer we keep it to minimal outside, like minimal visible from the outside.
Yeah, see, that's why I wanted the cameras up top, because we had a drone fly by our apartment, and it would be nice to know if something was watching us.
Yeah. Okay.
For the observation cameras, I bet you could operate them without like a proper network. But the thing is, they wouldn't move or try to track any targets.
Right. But
which is probably something you want.
No, I mean, I get that. We just got to figure out. We're just trying to figure out costs and what we're going to do with that.
Sure. Yeah.
How much is for the stun tiles?
Stun tiles. Looking at 1,200 a piece.
Those would be cool right outside the door.
Well, I was thinking right inside the door.
Or right inside. Yeah.
Where they're not visible to other people.
Right.
I'm trying to remember.
Wait, I'm sorry. That's the price for the laser grids. The stun panels are 600 each. Not bad.
Okay. OOC, Cammy is the one in charge of the group fund.
No.
No.
Is she? Is she
Ish?
still?
Yeah.
Yes.
She's the one who always talks about it.
She's our
then
treasurer.
yes, but I'm
She
having
is.
somebody else track it, not me.
No, you've been tracking it.
No, I haven't. I told one of you guys to track it.
No.
Then there's nothing in it.
I could have sworn we were supposed to all give $500.
We were. So there's at
It's-
least $2,000. Am I tracking this? Is that what's happening?
Dear
Ask
viewers,
somebody
I
else
I
to
remember
try to
giving the
what our-
money.
Because I know I did.
Yeah,
You did,
I think
yeah.
everybody contributed.
Except for Wraith, I think. Did you? No, did you?
Oh!
I remember. No, I remember Moxie and Checkers gave hers immediately. And then they had to hound Jeeps for his later.
I
get it,
did.
though.
Okay.
I gave my money.
Okay. I believe you. I just don't remember. So there's $2,500 in the group funds.
The hurt look on that face, right there. Yep.
Whose look?
on Ray's face when
wanna-
got called out.
Yeah.
Oh,
Actually, luckily, one of our viewers in chat remembered how much was in there,
oh,
so we
nice.
can just
Oh,
go off of
good.
that.
Yeah, I like that.
Thank you. Who is it?
Patient Zero.
Thank you, Patient Zero.
Yes, the party fund has all the monies.
Oh. No, that is not
Blank
true.
approved it. Too late. It's been.
It's
I
approved.
said thank you, not
No, there's 2,500.
Okay.
All right.
So I'm thinking
No, there's a little more than that.
definitely the stun panels and the cameras. Do you want to add to that, Deeps?
Well, I think if it's okay with Rex, what if we take this list of everything we have and then we map it out at home and figure out what we want to buy and where? And we just get those. So we have to cover 2 apartments for one thing. But you're right, we need the cameras anyway. That's regardless.
Okay, so I'm sorry, Rex. We're wasting your time, but we'll buy the cameras today and then get back to you in like a day or two.
Okay,
Anything else?
Yeah, that sounds good.
sure. I'll have him taken to your apartment. Such a nice guy.
Thank you,
Aw.
Rex. How many did we agree on, Deeps? 3?
3 or 4.
I only have.
Do you want to do 4?
I only have. How many do
Thought
I
it was-
have? I have 3.
Oh, then
Okay.
those 3, yes.
So 120 apiece. Holds out his hand.
Checkers pulls out her money and pays for it.
He counts it out,
And then
nods, steps it
yeah.
away.
Hold on, I need to do the math so I can put this on my character sheet.
360.
360.
Yes, but now I have to do the math to take it out of my character sheet.
Yeah.
Right.
Thank you for the
Hydrate.
hydrate, Velvet.
Thanks for the hydrate.
By the way, I do like that us toast like cheering to the camera is our subtle way of being like there was a hydrate.
Yep.
Okay, I have it. Good there. So, yeah, she pays Rex.
Okay. He takes the money, folds it, or counts it out, then folds it up, stuffs it in his pocket, and says, "All right, you let me know if you want anything else, but I can't promise it's going to stay in stock."
I know.
All right. Take care.
Thanks, Rex.
Yep. That's all. He tips his glass to you for whatever drink you got him and downs it and stands up. Tell Moxie I want to talk to her when she gets a chance.
Will
Yeah,
do.
pass it on.
Nova. He makes his way out.
Stay frosty.
You too.
Bye.
All right. Who should I go with next? Let's go back to Wraith. On your way, walking to the door of the bus, which is at the front of the bus, as doors typically are.
Depends on the bus, I suppose.
Angelina puts her hand on your chest to prevent you from going further, and she says, "Are you sure you want to do this?"
Oh, I'll be fine. Don't worry about me. I strap on my Hana mask and put my katana on my back and sync up the lights in my hair, my Hana mask, and my katana handle.
Is there a signal you want to give?
No, if things look like they're going poorly, just go ahead and take off real quick back to Night City. Get a hold of somebody named Moxie11. She's a media. Let her know that Wraith has been captured by the Wraiths.
That would be very ironic. You know that nobody here is going to let that happen, right?
I'm asking you very nicely to continue on to Night City.
Even if we start going, there's still... She looks outside and scans around for a minute. At least 3 other vehicles.
I'm aware.
Plus the motorbikes up ahead.
I'm sure this will go fine. What you're not understanding is the bigger picture. I'll go out there, talk to the guy. It'll all work out. We'll go along our merry way.
Exactly.
Okay. Go ahead and roll your charismatic impact. She is a fan, and you are asking for a favor.
14.
14, okay. That's what you want.
Don't forget, get a hold of Moxie.
Moxie, I understand.
Thanks.
You make your way past. Everybody in the bus is a little spooked, but they all are like, they've got their weapons out and they're ready.
Even though I'm in an incredible amount of pain, I want to walk with bravado and confidence.
Okay. Roll your acting.
17.
Okay. You managed to pull it off.
Oh, wait, I get a plus 2. 19.
Oh, yeah. You managed to pull it off. Your back is straight, and you look, and you even got a little swagger in your step as you make your way out into the street, where you're greeted with several other Wraiths members.
There's a lot of Wraiths here.
There's a lot of Wraiths right here.
It's Wraiths heavy, one might say.
There's at least 4 immediately close by, and then there's 2 motorcycle gangers not too far ahead that are stopped and kind of like turned to the side.
I'm gonna wave at the nearest guy. Oi, Chumbada. What's up?
The nearest guy is this dude with like half of his face has a chrome plate, and on that half he has like a cybernetic one cybernetic eye that is got like some sort of black and blue stripes just going to the side that kind of spiral. Not spiral, but shift,
I
like it's
am going to match my hair, the blade, and the Hana mask to the color blue that I've seen repeated.
okay. All right. He says, "Hey, Chumbada."
Are we here for autographs or a toll?
Yeah, we're here for a toll. I don't want your fucking autograph.
Too bad.
For you, I guess. We're gonna take the bus. If you want to pile out, now would be the time.
I'm willing to negotiate with you. The bus is not what I will be giving you, though.
He looks back at his friends and they all start laughing as well. Well, I didn't say you had a fucking choice, did I? I don't remember saying that.
You don't make the fucking choices.
I do.
We have a discussion. I would like to face him down.
Okay. Go ahead.
I got a 7.
What's your that's
That
total?
with your cool?
Oh, is it with cool?
Yeah.
Yes, it's cool plus rep plus d10.
Oh, then plus 8, so 15.
That's much better.
Yeah, I just did
I was
D10
like,
plus
no.
rep.
After you say that, his face kind of straightens. And looking at all of the people who have got guns kind of like pointed out towards him, he says,
I have no
I'm
problem
willing
paying
to
it for it.
hear out your counter proposition.
Sure. I have friends that are nomads. I understand there's a toll on this road. I'm willing to give you 2,000 EB.
2,000 eddies. He looks
We get safe passage back up to
first
where we're
the
headed.
50 the van is worth.
You're not getting the bus. We discussed this.
Go ahead
Would it
and
be worth this much effort? What condition would it be in by the time you got it? $2,000 to turn around.
go ahead and roll your trading at this point.
Not a persuasion. I'm trying to I'm being very persuasive, one would say.
It is called trading.
I'm not trying to trade anything.
Yes, you are. You're trying to trade 2,000 eddies for 50,000 eddies.
For a broken bus.
It's not
Is
that
that a
broken.
10?
No, it rolled off of it rolled somewhere stupid. I got a 17.
It's not bad.
I have a 10 base in trading, so
I'm giving him a -2 for winning the face down.
wait, do I get a bonus for trading?
Oh, for Smash?
Yeah,
Oh,
I think I might.
I don't think you do, but I am willing to double check.
I should know my Smash by now. I know it's dance, act,
It's persuasion, I think.
conversate.
Yeah, it's
Oratory.
conversus, conversation, persuasion, and acting.
Conversate.
Not trading.
No, it's not trade.
Okay, no trading. Okay. Then a 17. That's still pretty good.
Okay. Trading is cool, right?
Yeah.
He kind of his mouth kind of twists as he considers everything, looking between you and the people in the in the van. And he says, "All right. You want to make some trade, a deal. You want to keep your bus. I guess I can understand that. I have a counter proposition. We'll take your $2,000. We'll take the bus. You guys can go leave with those 3 vehicles and the 2 bikes."
I look at the vehicles. I openly turn my back on him to look at the vehicles as if I don't give a fuck about him.
Sure.
How much fuel's in them?
Roughly, I don't know, all of them, but you can check if you'd like.
Because we literally just put Chew-2 in the bus.
Like I said, you're really gonna bust the deal over some
I
fuel
am.
tanks.
It's a lot of money.
Go look then.
Can't the guys who are on them tell me, like, call from where they're at? I don't really feel like
I'm sitting at
walking
about
around.
half a tank. Shut the fuck up!
Thanks. Half a tank, that's not great. That might not even get us to Night City.
That's 1.
Yeah, but that guy seems responsible. The rest of these assholes are probably out of choo-choo.
We'll let you siphon off the gas.
All of it from the bus?
Not all of it. No, we need to get it out of here.
Well, but I mean enough to fill all these vehicles.
Enough that the bus has at least half a tank.
Still doesn't sit well with me.
Well, what do you want to do here then?
I want to pay the toll.
What else
I'm not
you got
willing.
then?
I got lots of things, my friend. I might take this to a shootout.
You're insane.
Oh no, I've gone up against worse. I had to fight Arasaka like a month ago, and they had fucking mechs.
Yeah, you've got big balls. You
I'm just saying,
you're going to be the first person that's flatlined.
I'm fine with that. I'm an old man, and let me be real with you right now, while nobody can hear me. I'm tired. I'm real fucking tired. I'll probably take a few of you out with me, and there's enough of them with enough guns that a few of the others will die too. If you think it's worth the trade, instead of just taking the $2,000 and turning around, that's fine. We can do it that way.
Throw something else in.
2,000 is plenty of money to drive down a road.
How about that fancy katana?
This would be useless for you. I have a backup that I'll give you. This one's
that one.
encoded to me, so
deactivate the encoding.
I can't.
Oh my god.
Do you have a tech? Get a tech over here. If they can help me deactivate this real quick, I'll give you the katana. I got a pink shotgun in the bus. Would that sweeten the pot?
I don't want your pink fucking shotgun.
Man, I've been through some times with it. There were the pirates. There was the Italians.
I really don't give a fuck.
All right.
Yeah, we got a tech.
All right, get your tech over here. $2,000.
Hey, screwdriver, come over here. Calls back.
Take it out.
Small, squirrely looking dude. With a cybernetic arm and a toolkit implanted within, adjust his fingers that they all become different sort of devices to take a look at this thing. I'm going to roll a tech roll to see if we can even get it.
Sure.
What's the roll for this? Does it say in the Chrome description?
It does not, actually. That I don't remember there being a way to deactivate it. Yeah, because it just says with the correct biometric key.
It's always a way to deactivate it.
I would imagine.
I'll just make it a 17. With some time. He works on it for about 10 minutes where you guys are just standing there kind of awkwardly as cars pass by on the middle of the highway, just zooming past.
Visit with him.
Okay.
Like, make small talk. Like, I like what you did with this car. Like, you got some good armor on it.
Yeah.
Where do you guys get your chrome done? I got this place up in Kabuki where I live that I get all my chrome done. But your work looks real nice.
Yeah, we got a ripper.
Yeah, that like as part of your crew or
yeah, back at camp.
Nice. That's awesome. When I was up at the Nomads camp up north, I don't think they had any doctors or rippers. Like it was some bullshit. But they had some really cool stuff, don't get me wrong.
Must have been a shitty fucking tribe.
They were pretty solid. They let me fuck around with the Graph 3. I was happy about that.
Okay, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Okay, as you guys sit there just having this kind of awkward conversation, the tech eventually says, I can't do a bus. I mean, it'll work like a sword if you swing it, but you won't get any of the fancy add-ons.
If you had more time, would you be able to do it?
Maybe eventually.
Okay, so here's the deal, being that you can't deactivate it, right?
Uh-huh.
I'll give you 3K. You keep the sword. We go about our merry way. And let me get you a contact number for me, because I have somebody who can get you Chrome at a really good price. I know a guy who works for a night market. So.
Okay. Yeah, fucking deal.
All right. Hey, man. It was good meeting you. And I hope to have a good relationship with you in the future. I give him 3,000 EB.
Okay, he takes the 3K. All right, boys, pack up. Let's move on. We're not taking the truck or the van. It's like, no, it fucking made a deal. It's fine. One of the guys does not seem happy about this trade whatsoever, and he like keeps glancing at the truck like he might try to take it himself.
I'm gonna just stare at him.
Stares at him. You're face down. Yeah, go ahead and make a new face down against him, actually.
All right. 16.
16. Yeah, he kind of cowers back. All right, let's just get the fuck out of here. This guy's insane.
Here you go, get back on the bus.
They all go back. When you get back on the bus, people are like, what's going on? What's happening?
No,
they're just whispering
continue
amongst
home.
themselves.
I'm going to start like showing the weight of my body, of how much I'm in actual pain.
Okay. Okay. Sam says, "You sure? We can just go."
We're good, Sam. Yeah.
He starts up the bus again.
I unclip my Hana mask.
And you go.
Yeah.
As you show that tired, Nadia comes up to you and she's, gently puts a hand on your back and kind of like guides you to come to a place to sit.
Okay, I sit down.
Are you okay?
I have to keep up the kayfabe. Yeah, everything's great.
Desiree, who has been watching this whole thing, obviously, as everybody else has, smoking a cigarette, says, "You did really brilliant out there. I didn't think they were going to take you up on it."
Me neither. I expected it to end in combat.
So, when did you become a kamikaze?
Everyone needs hobbies.
The van pulls up and the Wraiths kind of like just move their vehicles out of the way so that way you can pull the car forward and drive on. And yeah, they actually let you go after taking those things. Make sure you remove them from your sheet. And with that, we will take our 10-minute break here. Stick around, guys. We have a bit more things to do in this episode, so definitely stick around.
Yeah,
We'll see you in 10 minutes.
Bye.
Hello and welcome back, everybody. Thanks for sticking around. We are Saves vs. Death. This is our Cyberpunk Red Shades of Scarlet campaign, and we're going to get right back into the action. So, moving back, Moxie, you're up.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
She's giving Kazi the pillow to kind of hold on to. She's gonna let her have her moment.
Okay.
And she's going to just talk to Cammy in the hallway as Kazi.
Briefly give me a quick. Let's do another persuasion plus empathy for giving the pillow.
Persuasion plus empathy?
Yeah. Another
It's
one.
another one. Yep.
Followed by?
Followed by a 4.
Okay.
So not as bad.
Okay.
But it's still shit.
Okay.
Total of 1.
Okay. So you put the pillow nearby, but she does not pick it up. And the door shuts as you exit, or are you closing
No,
the
Moxie
door?
will leave it open. No, she's
Okay.
not closing the door.
You walk into the hallway where Cammy is sitting there, or standing there, with her head kind of against the wall, a foot kicked up. She is definitely smoked, and there's a few cigarette butts on the ground at her feet, just laying there on the carpet. They've been...
Mox will pick them up.
Okay.
Grab the ashtray. Pull out her own cigarette and start smoking.
Okay. I wasn't down before. I'm down now. We're killing them. We're killing them all. I don't care what we have to do.
It's not worth your life.
Well, whatever we have
If
to
an
do.
article can do it and the NCPD can take them in, let the executioner deal with it. It does not have to be us. I mean, it can be and it will be if it fails, but
Fine. You get one more chance to write this article and try to take him down, but if not, we have to do something about it.
and we will. That was my plan.
She holds out a pinky.
Moxie takes it, like, without hesitation.
You guys
Tightly.
do your pinky
Grips it.
promise. Okay,
But we do it smart.
fine. This point, checkers and deeps, where are you guys going?
Back to the apartment.
You knock or just enter?
No, we're going.
Our apartment.
Yeah, our
Oh.
apartment.
Okay, you guys go to your apartment. I just want to make sure you're not going to come into the scene. So
No.
I'll still hold off in a second. So what's next then?
Well, I'm going to give her her moment.
Sure.
Finding out who told them where I was. Figure out if they even know where I live. And then see what information she can give us on at least the and she visibly counts on her fingers. 5 that we know about. There's not any more. But look, with this streamline being one of them, I'd rather wait for Wraith.
That's what I've been saying all along.
I mean,
Yeah,
my
you're right.
concerns still stand, but and I don't know.
I've been thinking a lot about that. And yeah, you're right. He would rush into it no matter what, but I think that you underestimate that it would hurt him. Not to let him know.
The streamline involved, yeah, it would.
That's fair. A lot of things I've noticed about Wraith. Trying to think of how to say this. He does not like to be treated like a piece of meat or an object or a tool. And he might not say something because it's us, but I think somewhere, I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe that's part of why he doesn't take us as seriously.
It's not that he doesn't take us seriously. There's absolutely nothing to do with it.
I don't think so.
No. Wraith wants to help more than anything, but he doesn't want the people he's around getting hurt. And he will sooner put himself in the line of fire than see anybody else, than lose anybody else.
That's fair.
Which is why he's always willing to help. He wants to help. But if he thinks there's even a slightest chance that he could run in there, blow up that building, and save all of us, he'll take it. Because it means we stay safe. And that's the difference between him and I. I know how much that would hurt you. I'll at least tell you that's what I'm doing.
I'm sorry I left. Shouldn't have
I
left
understand
you.
why you did. Family's important. I'm glad you came back. And Moxie nudges Cammy's foot with her own.
Looks down at it. Kind of gives a wan smile.
Look,
But
we
it
all
is
need to
genuine.
run sometimes. I've run. Sometimes you need to get away. And I get that he needed to get away. I do. I don't appreciate being lied to about it.
Wraith
That's what
can't open
bothers
his
me.
mouth without telling a fucking lie or an omission.
Oh, true.
It's
And
just,
that I haven't figured out.
I don't think you can. About
You know, I
last
did a
night,
lot of-
too. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
No, you first.
Mm-mm.
I was just going to say, I know you're stressed. And I'm sorry. I didn't mean to pile on a bunch of shit for you to think about. Wasn't really my intention. I was just trying to think out loud.
I always welcome what you have to say, even if it's not exactly in the moment.
Fair enough. And as far as pushing people away, you don't push me away.
I don't let people in easy either.
That's true. That is kind of more of what I meant.
No.
And I know you have your qualms with checkers and her way about saying things, but one thing we can't discount is that she's put her life on the line for all of us.
She's been on jobs with us.
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
Dangerous ones.
Oh. Can work with her professionally. Doesn't mean I have to like her.
Fair enough. I'm not asking you to like her.
You're asking me to be more polite.
A little bit.
Try. Last night
I've heard
was
that
not
before.
a great moment of mine.
That's okay. It wasn't a great moment for anyone.
Mm.
That's why we just need to
Yeah.
put this thing in the grave.
You know, you asked me the other day, or earlier,
Mhm.
rather, if I was afraid of them.
Yeah.
And I said I was afraid of what they could do. And it is different. They're blood and bone and machine, and you can take all of that away. And where they are, 10 others are scattered throughout the city. They're not the only ones. But Cammy, when I was in that cage, and I was on the edge of falling over, I was trapped in my own mind like a waking fucking nightmare. They don't have to be alive for me to be there. And I started sliding long before they caught me. What I fear is becoming that monster, just like them, and hurting someone I care about. And if they catch me, and they could have, I could go right back to that. And maybe this time I don't come back. Not in the way that matters.
Never let that happen to you.
Can't promise that.
Promising now.
You can't. Best thing you could promise me is if I am too far gone, you put a bullet in my brain before I hurt anybody I love.
I can never do that.
I
No,
know.
we're not even going to talk about that because it's not going to happen.
No, we're gonna play this smart. And we're gonna take them out.
Yeah.
No. Moxie finishes her cigarette, lights another one immediately.
Yeah. So does Cammy. She drops it to the floor again. Stomps it out.
You know that carpet's new, right?
She looks down at it. Just stares for a moment. I'm going to roll an empathy test for her here. She shrugs and lights up another cigarette.
Moxie picks up the butt, throws it in the ashtray that's like right there. Doesn't make a picture, doesn't seem angry, just kind of nods, picks it up, cleans it up.
Okay. Well, I would go back to checkers and deeps, but it looks like we lost somebody. Probably dealing with children's. So let's see. I guess the two of you just kind of lounge around the house.
Yeah. I think eventually Moxie would make some food, bring some to Kaze, see how she's doing.
Okay. You bring it in. She's still, the pillow lays exactly where you left it. And you bring in the food and she doesn't partake in that either. Just stays there. In between sobbing and staring at nothing.
I think while she's kind of in this flux state,
Mhm.
my offer to help you stands no matter what you decide to do. But I was wondering if you have a recording, if you'd be willing to give it up, so I can use it to help take them down. And if there's no response within 10 seconds, Moxie will just leave that with her and head out.
Okay. Roll another. You could do persuasion or conversation.
Persuasion with cool? Or persuasion with empathy?
Empathy. It has to be empathy.
Has to
Well,
be empathy.
actually, for this one, I'll say cool is okay.
Persuasion it is. We're gonna use a different dice.
Please
Not a
tell me it
one.
hasn't been our dice, the one failing this bad.
No, it's the
Okay.
one that normally rolls really high, and it's been not. 15.
15 is pretty good. And I was going to say, I give you a +1 for all the accommodations you've attempted to make.
Thanks.
It's a
16.
You say that, and as you're walking away, 10 seconds pass, and you start walking away. You can hear her muffled voice talking into her knees. Couldn't stop crying. Can you guys still hear me? Okay.
Barely.
That's okay. It's all I would do day and night. To the point where some fucked up doctor with glowing
Cut.
X eyes started talking about and killing me. I heard them. But it's not like they tried to hide it either. Every once in a while, they'd come in and forcefully insert a chip. And that's when I'd have these, extended blackout periods. Couldn't remember anything. When I was awake, they'd come in sometimes and throw stuff at me and spit on me, or worse sometimes.
Don't think about that.
Just let me talk.
Okay.
When I was awake, the only reason I lived is because they were also dealing with something else at the time. This is important. I overheard the doctor talking about Dracul's death. I didn't know he died, but I was glad. And they talked about getting back at the bitches who had done him in and tried to take down the business. Things died down with that talk over time. They stopped talking about it. But one day, this guy I'd never seen before came in. Big. Really big. With a body plated in all sorts of mechanical servos, and he had this eyepiece that kind of made him look like a dork. If he wasn't so fucking scary looking. He had really nice hair, but he looked really mean. Chrome to the gills for sure. I could kind of see through the curtain they had in the lab, where I heard the screams come from periodically. Or where they took me to fix whatever shit they implanted at me. She taps the chip jack. Anyways, yeah, they started talking, and I couldn't quite make out exactly what they were saying. But I do remember him saying, "Moxie's become a problem, and you still owe me." The doctor, he's really hard to understand, but whatever he said didn't make this guy happy. The guy got up in his face, picked him up by the throat, and held him inches off the ground, maybe feet. He said, "It's your fucking problem. Deal with her. I don't care how. Just make sure she's never heard from again." And then he literally chucked the doctor across the room like he was some sort of toy doll. And he landed right in front of me. And I could tell his exes were looking right at me, and my blood was running from a gash in his head. And he looked at me and he smiled. He said, "Fines through mine." All while keeping his focus on me. "I know just the thing. But after this, we're done owing. I don't owe you. You don't owe me. Square?" And then the Cyberman, he just looked at him and he stared there. this point, Nosferatu had got to his feet, but he just stood there stupidly, like he wanted to retaliate, but was too afraid to do anything. He just stood there. This it must have ended in some sort of agreement or something, because this guy. Oh wait. This. Yeah, no, because this guy Streamline, he left. The doctor called out to Nosferatu and told him, "Get this girl prepped. Now, Nosferatu. Call Charles. We have some work for him." "Why do I have to do everything?" Nosferatu says. "Because I need to get some of the new recruits prepped with fresh installations. They will be helping." That's all I ever saw of that Streamline guy. But it was enough to know that if he could treat the jackals like some common gonks like that, he isn't someone you want to mess with. I don't know if I have a BD recording. I would guess not. They wanted the whole thing under wraps, not to come back at them. So they hired that guy Charles. That's all I know.
It seems like they're doing this as a favor for Streamline. He's not part of the Jackals.
No. I never saw him before or after that.
Okay. And you didn't hear anything about how they found me?
No.
Any conversation about who they spoke with?
Think maybe Streamline knew? They had conversations that I couldn't quite overhear.
Thank you. Did you see a guy with antenna?
No, I don't think so. Maybe once early on, but he had like glowing eyes.
That's a great question. Jess doesn't remember. I'm sure Moxie does.
Well, he
He
did.
did. Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Once or twice early on, maybe. He didn't ever say anything.
Okay. Thank you.
She shrugs.
Moxie will head back into the living room.
Okay.
She runs her hands through her hair. Just very unlike her. Braces them around the back of her neck and just takes a deep breath, trying to piece everything together.
Okay.
That she can.
Checkers and deeps, what are you guys doing?
You guys missed a hydrate, by the way, during your scene.
Thank you.
Thanks.
No problem.
And thanks for the hydrate. Uh-oh, your audio's muted.
Sorry. I think our plan was to go back to the apartment and map out what we could actually use.
Okay. Does that mean you want some sort of view?
That would help.
So you guys are... I guess I should move. I don't really have the second level mapped out too well. I'll fix that as we continue, but... Did this update on stream?
Yes.
So if you look, your apartment is kind of let me get my measure tool here. This area right above ponds.
Right.
The girl's apartment is this one right here.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
There's a bigger suite at the back here. And then there's like another apartment across from yours, like here. And then this up here is kind of like a common area.
Oh, we have a common area?
Yeah.
So we've
Nobody
got
ever uses
stairs.
Yeah.
Is that the elevator, or do we not have an elevator?
Oh, I guess you don't have an elevator. I apologize.
Okay.
Okay.
Yep, just the stairs going up here.
All right, so I'm thinking a camera watching the stairs.
Yeah.
Camera
Where's
at
the
the
front entrance of the building?
There's two entrances. There's one that's right here
Okay.
that goes in through like double doors. And then there's another one here.
Okay.
Which just goes down the hallway and goes to the stairs, and then the other apartments down
Right.
on the first level.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Do we really want to watch outside the building?
I don't know. I mean, we're not going to get a whole lot from outside, do you think? Maybe the entrance?
I mean, we get the entrance or the alley. And the only thing I can think of that would be good is if we could get, like, if someone was being suspicious, we could connect them to a license plate. Right?
Okay.
But that's seems like kind of a long shot to me. I don't know. What are you thinking? Stairs? You said the roof.
I think the roof and stairs for sure. Mostly because, for the most part, you're not coming up here unless you live here or are a guest of somebody, and we're half of the tenants up here. So that would be able to, you know.
Does this building have more than the second floor?
There are 3 floors plus the roof.
Okay. And then is this the one that Rex lives in?
No, he lives in
Okay.
kind of the cube motel across the way.
All right.
But he obviously does not have a cube that knocked out several walls.
Right. Made it big.
Made it big.
Okay, cool.
I think we should reinforce the doors.
Yeah. Should probably do something about the windows too.
Yeah. Hmm.
I still like the stun plates.
Yeah, I could see that.
Just figure, if anybody actually does try to break in, Moxie will want to ask them questions.
Oh yeah. I think that's a good idea either way.
Can I roll like, or would it be possible for me to reinforce doors and windows by myself without some kind of kit?
I mean, you'll need materials.
Yeah.
What's your basic tech skill?
I mean, grand total or
Sure.
14.
I think you would be able to do that. Yeah.
Okay.
Materials would range in price depending on what you want. You know,
Yeah.
wood or steel or plastic.
Well, so here's my thought. I technically, as a tech, I can do level 1 nomad stuff.
Okay.
One of those level 1 nomads is bulletproofing. So if I can do it to a car, I
Yeah,
could probably do it to windows.
would imagine you could apply it. Well, you can. Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
But again,
So
you need the materials. You'll need the
yeah.
what is it? Ballistic
Hmm.
composite or something.
Right.
So okay, well, I can do the doors and windows, but and we'll need materials for that.
Yeah.
Do we want to get anything else that Rex has?
How much?
Hmm?
I'm just wondering how deadly do we want to be? Because I'm kind of interested in the. I mean, the stun plates make sense, and we can get 2 of them, so we can hook them up in each apartment.
Yeah. We should probably ask Moxie and Cammy if they want one, though.
Yeah. But I think our money would be better spent in upgrading the bulletproofing the windows and doing the door.
Okay.
And then the stun plates weren't that expensive, so I think that's a good idea.
Yeah.
And then the camera system, and maybe looking into getting a demon to run it so that we can be alerted if something's happened.
Okay.
What are you feeling?
That makes sense to me. I'm gonna type up the basic thing. Plan, cameras, stun plates, doors and windows, and send it to Moxie and Cammy.
Okay.
And just be like, this is our thought. Any objections, any thoughts?
It'll take some time to make the plan, depending on how in depth you're doing it.
Well, I was just gonna do a basic synopsis for them.
Okay.
So that they have an idea of what we're planning.
Do either a composition or paint draw. Your choice.
Okay, sorry, I have to find them.
Paint draw is under tech. Is a tech.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. They're the same.
Okay. All right.
I think they're both tech skills, aren't they?
Yep.
No,
Composition.
compositions and
Composition is not.
intelligence.
Oh.
No, they're the same for me. And I get a -1 for not having done it before, which counts towards both of them.
I
but
would
for
argue
future-
that Checkers being a tech has drawn plans before doing something.
Okay, so I don't get a -1 on that. 11.
Okay. It's not horrible. You said it was pretty
I rolled a
basic.
3.
So go ahead and give Moxie kind of a rundown of what it is.
So it's reinforced doors and windows with bulletproofing, hopefully. A shock plate in front of the door on the inside of the apartment. And then cameras in outside the apartment. Did we decide where the cameras need to go?
One on the stairs.
One on the stairs, one on our doors. Yeah.
Yeah.
So pointing down the hallway.
Mm-hmm.
And then the third one could go out the front or down the alley or on the roof.
Okay. So yes.
So you get this sketch, Moxie, of here's the plans and like a picture of her plans, and there's your kind of second level apartment complex drawn out in this kind of hasty sketch with all these like barely legible Comic Sans esque writing on it that says doors reinforced in parentheses question mark, and then there's a and then it also points to the windows bulletproof exclamation point this time, and there's like a square drawn out right in front of your door. Where it was right in front of your door, correct?
Inside.
Where
On the inside.
on the inside,
apartment.
correct. And it says shock, ouch, on that, and then it has like these circles that have a C in them, and then she's also drawn a legend down at the bottom with the only value being C equals the camera. Yeah. And she's kind of drawn like dotted lines to show which direction the cameras will be facing
Okay.
in like a cone like pattern.
As Moxie gets this text, she takes some time to look it over and consider it. She'll look to Cammy, who's also gotten this text message.
Yeah.
How do shock plates work? Like, do I have to step over this thing every single time that I come into our apartment? Because
Well, not if an observation camera is watching you and you have the correct RFID on you.
okay. So it's more than just plates. Now we need IDs as well.
Yeah, you'll need IDs, but that's really not the important part. The important part is getting the net architecture to support that whole infrastructure.
Right. Moxie's going to text back. I'm not wholly opposed. It depends on how much this is going to cost. Not certain they know where we live. This may be overkill. And it may be more prudent to reinforce our vehicle sooner than doors and windows. I may have an answer to that tonight.
I'm gonna read it out to Deeps.
So
Oh, if it wasn't group text, yeah. If it was just from you.
I mean, regardless of whether it was group text or not, I would read it out loud to Deeps.
just cameras.
Is that what you send back to the text?
Yeah.
Cammy's like, I don't know, Mox. I think if they don't know where you live, they're going to know soon. You're not exactly an unknown profile. People have read your
Unknown.
stories.
But I don't put my face on my stories. Not most of the time.
They don't need to know your face. They know your face.
Mhm.
That didn't make sense, but you know what I mean.
No, I know what you meant. Yeah.
And your articles revolve somewhat around this area.
Shady Acres did. Jackal's Lantern did not.
Right.
Oh.
But they did explicitly say you lived there.
Mm-hmm. I'm not saying they couldn't narrow it down. I'm not saying this isn't worthwhile. But I'm saying all of this would not have helped us when we went to the maglev station. Where
No, you're
reinforcing
right.
vehicle would have. I think
Okay.
cameras are a good idea. She'll text out, I think cameras are a good idea.
This was all in text, by the way.
How-
She's like standing
Oh,
next to
cool.
you, texting you.
Okay.
Yeah, I would have
Perfect.
commented then.
Okay. Apologies. I didn't make that clear.
That's fine. Mostly checkers would have just agreed with Cammy.
Okay.
But she would send we can do a priority level. Cameras in the car first and then the other stuff later, if that makes sense. They can't
was
promise the
just
shock
about
plates.
to suggest that. How much is all this going to cost?
Cameras were 120 a piece. We bought 3. That's all I had.
As
The
for that and
reinforcing-
the rest?
The reinforcing I have to look at because I need to make some estimates. And then the shock plates are 600 each. So I will get back to you about reinforcing the car and then doors and windows and stuff.
Just to do the stuff in the apartments will eat up almost everything in our group funds.
I have some cash. Also, not to mention that we haven't even priced a net architecture.
Yeah, I'm looking into that.
It's not cheap.
Nope.
Okay. I'm gonna find out who the contact is. Try to anyway. Checkers get estimates on the reinforcements, Deeps get estimates on the net architecture.
Gotcha.
Set up the cameras. And we'll meet when we have those details. Yes? Question mark, question mark, question mark.
Sounds like a plan.
So something we could consider is you can get a portable net architecture, so we could take it with us, so it's not a permanent thing.
Mm-hmm.
And that's kind of a better investment, wouldn't you consider? It'll be a little more limited.
Moxie puts her agent down and looks at Cammy. I don't understand. Explain this to me.
He's
Because
talking.
you can't port it, you can't move the architecture away from the stuff that you need, which is in the building.
I think he might be thinking, like, in case down the road we might get drones or something.
Or like move it to the upper floor of the facility like Wraith wanted.
Or that.
But at that point, couldn't you uninstall it all anyway and just reinstall it? Like, it's not fixed, right?
You can reinstall them places, sure, but like I said, I think he's thinking more on the lines that having a portable one would be good for, like, if we wanted to attach, I don't know, a demon to the car on the go, or to having drones, or maybe we want a demon controlling some turret on the car or something.
But if it's with us, it still has to be within range of whatever it's controlling, right?
Right, yeah.
So if it's with the car, it's not protecting the apartment. So if someone showed up at the apartment, we're fucked anyway.
I mean, yes. In short.
Okay.
Well, hold on. Let me
Okay.
walk that back a
Mhm.
second. We could, when we leave the apartment, leave everything on. Meaning the stun plate would shock anybody who walked through the door.
Okay.
Which is really the only thing we need other than the cameras attached to the net architecture. But we don't have to have that necessarily always connected to the architecture either.
But it's
we,
still
we can
record if
we can hardwire them to a laptop that stays home or something.
okay. Okay. So pick up agent. Portable sounds good.
There's a very long pause.
Yeah, there was a long chunk of time before you get that.
I feel like I'm standing out in the hallway and I can barely hear a conversation.
Yeah, you can hear muffled voices from within
And then just
of Cammy just explaining things.
but yeah. Okay. I guess what I was trying to say is if we're going to get a cheap system, why not make it portable so that it's more useful?
She agreed. He agreed.
Yeah,
Moxie agreed, man. Don't argue yourself out of it.
All right.
Can I react to that text with a laughing face? Like,
Sure.
Moxie does not want to respond. She just wants to react to that.
Okay, so what's next?
I got to find somebody who can get this stuff.
Okay,
I'm doing
Sounds-
math.
sounds good.
Moxie's gonna check her agent. Did Rex, when he said that he could give Moxie Ajax's number, did he send the number?
Did he send the number?
Mm-hmm.
Sure, yeah.
I'm checking my character sheet for something, sorry.
Sure.
Someone else can do things.
I think we either time skip and you guys kind of give me what you're doing through the week, or
I have a
Something else.
phone call to Ajax to make.
Okay.
I'm gonna leave her agent in the apartment.
Okay.
Tell Cammy that she'll be on the roof.
Okay.
And she's going to take her disposable cell phone and give Ajax a call.
Okay. Take this disposable and give this number a call.
Mhm.
And it rings for a little bit. Hello.
Ajax?
Who is this?
We chatted yesterday. How are you doing? You left in a rough state.
I'm still on the mend.
I wanted to talk to you about what happened.
Why?
Because I know the people that came after me tend to take the loved ones and hold them over the heads of people they want to do the work for them.
Hmm.
And I want to know if you sold out for cash or because your arm was twisted.
Roll persuasion here.
I would like to use 2 points of luck, please.
Sure.
I'm not using that dice.
Okay.
Okay. 22.
Oh, that's not bad. Yeah, my arm was twisted. But it wasn't about any loved ones.
What do they have on you?
I don't really want to talk about it.
Do you want it back?
Yeah.
Then you're going to need to talk about it. Or at the very least, how the fuck they found me.
Wish I could tell you that. They called me knowing I was doing some business with Rex. I don't know how.
How do they know I was going to be there? Not the only one who works for him.
Does seem like you were the primary target. At least that's what my contact, if you want to call him that, said.
Right, let's start there. What's your contact's name?
His name was Charles. He is in charge. Sorry.
Yeah. Thank you.
Part of me is really happy you did it, and part of me is like, God damn, there goes any like acting out the window. What does Charles look like, you know?
Red suit. Spiral eyes. You saw him.
So that was the one who was there.
Yep. I didn't know the groupies or whatever, the zealots. I didn't know they would be there.
What did you know?
I knew that I was supposed to arrange a meeting. I had to expedite it. They were very adamant about that. I was supposed to just meet with Rex and conduct the deal as normal, but I knew something was up. They said they were going to snag you at some point.
They said my name.
Yeah.
When did you get this information?
Maybe a day before we met. I contacted Rex that morning.
When he never gave you my name.
No.
Alright.
They knew you worked for Rex, though. He
What if I
used
hadn't shown up?
He said, there was some sort of, I suppose, contingency. Because they kept saying, if you're there.
You don't know what the contingency was?
I only knew that if you were there, what they would do. And if not, I guess they weren't going to do anything.
Is that why you asked my name?
Other than polite friendliness.
So you made the deal with Rex. They called you.
Yeah,
And then you called him back and changed everything.
right.
And Charles is the only one you spoke to.
Yeah. Like I
That's
said,
the only name you heard.
like I said, he was the one in charge.
Yeah. And he didn't talk to anybody. You didn't overhear any other name.
No.
It's information they have over you or an object.
Information.
So if they get flatlined, you're good.
I would hope. Depends on how many people they've shared it with. Operation seemed bigger.
In what way?
Well, at first I thought it was just Charles. But then they had the zealots. I don't know what kind of cult they're part of. But they seem very loyal to him. At least from what I could tell. I saw them at the same time you did.
If I have any other questions, I'll call you.
Yeah.
And Ajax,
Hmm.
you ever fuck Rex or I again? I won't be so polite. And she hangs up.
Okay. For some reason, I don't think Rex is going to be working with this guy again.
Oh yeah, I need to shoot into the group text that Rex wants to talk to you, Moxie.
Thank you for the hydrate.
thanks for the hydrate.
Okay, as she gets back down to her apartment, she'll grab her agent. She was actually about to text Rex, so this works out well. So she'll text him. How'd you want to talk to me? You free?
Sure. I'm at the apartment.
Heading over.
See you soon.
On her way out, she's going to destroy the chip in the disposable cell phone and toss it in the trash.
Okay.
And then head up.
Okay. Sounds good. I assume you two are just making plans.
Yeah.
Okay.
I need to talk.
Is there
to
anything
Tammy.
you need to do?
Mhm.
Okay. You go over to their apartment?
Yep.
Okay. Knock on the door. Who is it?
It's me.
Door unclicks, comes open. Cammy's standing there.
Hey, are you sure we can even afford a net architecture? We might
No.
have to steal one.
Well, that's potentially possible. How much are they? I don't know.
Well, from what I've seen, they're very expensive.
Yeah. I knew
And
that
we
much
only,
at least.
I mean, we can make a very, very cheap one, but I mean, even base, we're looking at 3K. And that's not even within, I mean, that's just for the floors in it.
Does being portable raise the price?
No,
Okay.
it actually, the portable thing limits the amount of control nodes you can have in it, is all.
Hmm.
Now, this is just basic stuff I've been able to skim off some people's gardens.
Well, we could boost one. If we can find a good contact.
I'm just saying, like, I
We
think it's
might,
out of our budget, possibly.
it might be. Alternatively, we could always try to go scavving in the hot zone.
Oh, that's true. There might be a working one in there somewhere.
Yeah. We have some time.
We could go steal the one that's at the arcade.
Whew. Into the tiger's den? I don't know.
That was mostly a joke because they do know where we live and they
Yeah.
do know us.
Yeah. Let's try to back burner that one.
Yeah.
It's too close to home. I don't like making moves against it.
You know who might know where we could get one is Swag.
Swag might have one, but I don't know if he'd give it to us for any discounted price.
It's true.
I mean, I might be able to work something out.
Well, I just wanted to chat with you about that. We could hardwire everything, but it wouldn't do anything while we're gone, except for record.
That's right. I know. It's a big blocker. We could also pull in another job.
Yeah. But I mean, I guess the fear is, I don't know if it's fear, it's just the concern is our normal job person, Moxie is being targeted. They know Moxie works with Rex. So if we go through Rex, they may send somebody else out to another job.
I mean, there are other fixers in the city.
Yeah, that's what I was meaning.
Yeah. It might be nice to get a job not from Rex for once.
Wraith would hate that though.
Yeah, he does love Rex.
Yeah. They're buddies.
To be honest with you, I ship them in my head.
Yeah, I really could.
Anyway, so there are options. We could try scavving first, and then if we don't get it, we reconvene about other jobs.
Yeah.
I mean, how long till Wraith comes back? We got a week or so?
He's been gone 1 week.
I think 1 week. So that gives
I'm-
us at least 2 weeks to try to find one before, I really
No, right.
don't think we should do another job without him.
Yeah.
Because if things get hairy, he's not the strongest fighter, but he's not bad.
No, agreed. Yeah, plus I still need a few days to heal up.
Yeah, me too.
All right.
All right. We have a plan, roughly.
Yeah.
Nova.
Sweet. Thanks.
Yep. You need anything? I think there's some beers in the fridge.
That sounds great.
Praying.
Thank you.
She moves over to the fridge and grabs your beer. Hands it out.
Thanks.
Two of you just sit on the couch smoking cigarettes and talking.
Yeah, probably. And what I really want to find out is what's on this and how it works. And I'm holding a control chip.
What is that?
That's the chip from the
Oh, from the people?
yeah.
I mean,
Too
plug it in.
afraid. I'm too afraid to tackle it till I get my head straight.
That's fair. I can help you if you want.
Yeah, probably a good idea. Because this migraine sucks.
I bet. Mine does too.
So how? Yeah, we'll just shoot the shit about the. I want to talk to her about did what I do in the net help last time?
Oh, yeah.
Staying logged in.
I mean, if anything, you were a target. I think if it was all of them against me, I would have been smoked in no time.
Yeah, because I was doing a lot of meat space stuff.
Not sure I'm sold on this deck that I got.
No.
Not running programs is kind of rough.
Yeah, you're really fast though.
Yeah, I know. That's why I like it.
Yeah, it's tough because I mean the limits of my deck is that I'm really slow.
Yeah, you are.
Super powerful,
Mm.
but I'm slow, and I'm trying to figure out how to get to where I can be faster.
Well, maybe you should talk to Checkers about modding it or something, if she knows anything about decks.
Yeah. Well, I think part of the problem is me. I got to find a way to break through that barrier
Oh,
because you're faster than I am in there.
just study, man.
Yeah. Got to figure that out.
You kind of seem more like a solo these days anyway. Gunslinging. Jumping over escalators.
Did you see that? That's pretty cool.
I didn't see it,
I'm a little
but
proud of
Moxie told
myself
me.
for that. Yeah. Well, I had to do something. There wasn't much options.
That's
So I was
fair.
going to help you in the net on that turn, but
Sure.
I know I realized
It's
that.
okay.
That's why I paused. I was going to help you in the net, but I saw what was happening, and I had to.
No, I
react.
think he made the right choice. For sure. We got it. We got all this stuff. We're all right.
It's one of our most successful missions, if you think about it.
True. Although that bullet mission went pretty smooth.
Yeah, we did well. We spent a long time planning.
Yeah, it paid off.
Maybe we need to plan more.
It'll help us to a point. Generally, when we
Well,
go into things without any planning whatsoever, that's when fucking shit hits the fan.
yeah.
So,
Yeah. No, I don't know. It's hard not to. It was like I was stuck with a choice in where I either used the net to try to prevent the turrets from hurting our teammates, or I used my gun in my hand to prevent things from happening to our teammates. It's like I feel like that's my job in my roles.
why'd you decide to go after Moxie? She's not very nice to you.
Honestly, it's because um, she has. We have a common interest.
What's that?
My family used to live in a building that got destroyed.
Oh, you're from
uh,
there.
uh, yeah. Well, part of the family moved here. One of the cousins, and we were all on that floating island, basically.
Mm-hmm.
And they moved down into Night City, establishing another part of the gang. And you know, I went to go see them because my whole family got thrown in prison, imprisoned, and the building's gone. There's now a new sat thing there,
Yeah.
and they're dead.
No. Seems to be struggling with something for a moment, like your little brow scrunches together for a second. I didn't really know anybody from that building, but I did see the aftermath. Sorry.
Yeah.
Moxie wore one of their hands. She gestures to yours that has the similar tattoo.
Yes, that
For a
is what
little bit.
I noticed that for a while there. So I knew that we had talked, and we were going to. She was working on getting that there.
Yeah. So Angus was kind of a dick, but
Who's that?
it's this guy that I guess he saved Moxie's life. That's when I met her. She was in tatters, I guess from the explosion of the building or something. I don't really know. But he brought her here, and then the next week, just like Moxie, she decides to go. They all decide to go back and try to get some shit from the apartment or from the wreckage. And Angus came with us. And I don't even think we recovered anything because I didn't get anything from that. Like a few eddies, but that's about it. Anyway,
Okay.
I guess some Maelstrom gangers were trying to take over the turf. And we had to fight them back.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to be absent-mindedly playing with a toy car in
Okay.
my hand while we're talking about my family.
Okay. And shit was hitting the fan. Wraith was out there like it's some sort of weird street preacher. I still don't understand his costume.
Is this the black robe?
Yes, he was wearing some sort of like shoe polish and he smelled like a fucking dumpster. Like a chemical dumpster.
Oh.
Anyway, he's out there kind of distracting, but Maelstrom was getting pretty intense, fighting back the security forces. And I was trying to close up some, well, what happened is I forgot to scrub the net from anything I did. I stayed back. And Angus was trying to offer support fire on our way out.
Okay.
And I'll never forget, but he looked back at me. And he told me to get the fuck out of here. I never really told anybody, but he went down.
Put a hand on her shoulder.
I didn't know him that well.
Yeah, but it sucks.
Yeah.
Lose a teammate.
I ran. Fuck, I ran. I'm just too embarrassed to tell anybody.
Is she starting to cry? Or tearing?
She looks sad, but it's like she's trying to cry, but the tears aren't coming.
I'm going to open my arms slightly to be like, do you want a hug?
Sure.
Okay.
Gives you a hug.
That shit sucks. I don't know. I guess it's the life we live. Bad shit happens.
Right.
I wish it didn't, but
So, another thing, I guess. This Streamline guy, I guess, is like a old rival of Angus's.
oh,
Yes. Yeah. And he has something to do, this Streamline guy has something to do with Shady Acres. I don't really know what.
All right. Well, thank you for telling me. I did swear vengeance that day.
Well, I hope you get them back, because if they're associated with these fuckers, and we'll put all of their heads on pikes in front of our apartment.
Ah, I like it. Clinks the bottles.
Took Kenner. Took Angus.
They blew up Shady Acres.
Took your
That's a
family.
lot.
Yeah, they gotta go down. Took Moxie and Wraith too. When I was away, I ran again.
Caused her to lose her hand. Oh wait, I might not know that.
You definitely know that. She definitely did not have a hand.
Yeah.
After, and she had it before. Anyway, we gotta solve this, and we can't let anybody else go down.
Well,
Not
I'm
for-
in.
Cool. Good.
If it has to do with the people who killed my family, or gives me information to figure it out. You found out why I want to become more of a gun person.
You should talk to Moxie. I'm sure she knows a lot of stuff that I don't know. And despite her brusqueness, she cares about a lot of people. She doesn't want to, but she does.
I could see that.
I'm sure you're one of them at this point. I mean, I know I am.
I just burst out. All right. Well, I am gonna go take a nap.
All right, get some sleep. I need to take one too.
Thanks for the beer.
Yeah, you too. Or whatever. Thanks for the stuff.
We'll see.
You take off. Checkers, you doing anything?
What time is it?
I'd say roughly, probably approaching evening. So 3, 4.
Okay. So then I would be calling cold.
Okay. Colt answers and says, "Hey, what's up, girl?"
Hey, so I'm looking at doing some modification stuff on my van.
Oh, good.
And
I was wondering when that
yeah.
was coming.
Well, you know, money, time, need.
Sure.
And I mean, I really want to get in there and see it and do stuff because, you know,
Well, if you need a workshop, you can use mine.
I do need a workshop, but I also wanted, you know, to see if you wanted to, and not necessarily help me, but maybe hang out a bit.
Are you asking me on a date?
I mean, not intentionally.
I'm not sure how to take that.
I'm not really sure how to take you asking me that anyway.
I don't know. We like the same things.
Yeah.
Look,
I mean,
if you're not gay, then it's all right. Just let me know.
It's not that I'm not gay. It's that
Oh. Okay.
I'm weird, okay?
Sure. I can tell that much.
Yeah, but I mean with that kind of thing too.
Oh, I see.
you're super sweet, and I want to get to know you, but I can't make any promises because I don't.
I'm not asking for any promises, sweetheart.
Yeah, but a date implies at least some kind of expectation, and I don't want to, lie to you.
What kind of girl do you think I am?
What?
What do you mean expectation? I don't expect
No.
anything. You're
There's
very
like a whole
cute when
bunch
you're
of flustered moving around.
you're very cute when you're flustered. But all right, I'll let you off the hook again and say that we can just meet up and do some work on the van. That's fine.
Okay.
When you want to do that?
I mean, I gotta make sure I have materials and that kind of stuff. So tomorrow or the next day,
Okay.
if that works for you.
I mean, I would like something a little bit more definitive rather than just, some random hookup call, but yeah.
What?
I'm teasing.
Okay. Tomorrow,
Tomorrow.
say afternoon.
All right. Tomorrow afternoon. I'll make the
Okay.
time.
Thanks, Colt.
Mm-hmm. Bye-bye,
Mhm.
checkers.
Bye.
She hangs up.
Checkers literally just like puts the phone down, walks into her room, and slams the door. And even if nobody sees it, she doesn't appear for at least another hour.
Okay. Fair enough. I think at this point I'm going to wrap up for the night.
Okay.
It was a great session. Sorry, we'll get back to you next time. But
I had so much I was gonna do.
well, that'll be good for next time. We will see everybody next week. But in the meantime, do stop by our show tomorrow, which is at 9 p.m. Eastern. And that is Indie Bandits, which is an Elflines online campaign set in the Cyberpunk Red universe. This Cyberpunk Red universe, in fact. So
Is there crossover?
There are potentially crossovers from time to time.
And it's available on podcasts now, so be sure to check out the podcast.
Yes, I forgot to plug that. Yeah, absolutely. Go check it out on podcast. Just look it up on Spotify. I do think it is spelt like with... I mean, look at our Discord. You'll see how it's spelled.
We
Normal
spelt it
for the
normal
title.
for the podcast.
Oh, did
yeah.
you? Oh, thank God. Okay,
We
so
didn't
it's
write it
Indie,
late.
INDIE.
Yeah.
Bandits. And yeah, go check that out. And then also we have our charity stream. Oh my goodness, I have hiccups. Charity stream this Monday at 8
Mountain,
p.m.
10
Eastern.
p.m. Oh my goodness, 10 Mountain.
10 p.m.
10
Eastern, 8 p.m. Mountain, 9 Central.
It's at some point tomorrow.
midnight.
No, or not tomorrow.
Tomorrow, Monday.
Oh my goodness, I can't get this right. Have a good night, everybody.
We have things
Goodbye.
happening the next 2 days. Come check it out.
We love you.
Bye.